Series is here, the largest tabletop tournament in the country with 289 stores and thousands of players competing in 6 games. Ascension, King of Tokyo, Munchkin, Nevermore, Epic Spell Wars 2, and Villagers and Villains.
Players are competing for a trip to Las Vegas to play in the finals on October 27th to the 29th for a total cash prize pool of $250,000.
It's true, we've been all across the country.
We are here in Ontario, California at GameWorks.
It is week 2 of the Unrivaled Tournament Series. We're here in Las Vegas. Justin, my ears are filled with the pounding of the sea lions from the wharf.
Welcome to Seattle.
Here we are, Denver, Unrivaled Tournament here in Deloge, Missouri.
Yes.
In Austin, we're at the Dragon's Lair.
Yeah.
We are talking to you about Unrivaled. We are here in Atlanta for Unrivaled. With a few weeks of regionals left, there is still a chance to compete and be crowned the Unrivaled champion. Hey Gil, welcome back to week 10 of our Unrivaled Tournament Series. Can you believe it?
No, I can't.
Me neither. It's like I've imagined
going so fast. I'm having so much fun. They say time flies when you're having fun.
Who said that?
I
Uncle Iro. You.
Well, me too.
It's kind of like you guys shared it. There's the beard and the stash. Welcome all of our viewers. Thanks. We are going to get to some great tabletop gaming coming up very shortly. But first, I always start this way because I need to know from my own personal interest. Justin, where were you again this morning? You showed up just recently, and once we landed in Chesapeake, I lost you. I lose you all the time. You're like the Clifford, the puppy dog that goes off on a tangent. Where'd you go?
So you know I was going to walk home by myself after dinner, so I started walking, kept my head down, a little dark, felt some sand on my feet. I was unsure where I was, and I kind of kept walking, and felt water, looked up. I was at a beach. I thought I was lost, had no idea where I was. Sat there for the whole night, got up. I was like, I have to get there. Turned around. Our hotel was right there the entire time. I was right outside our hotel. I saw some of the road crew leaving as I was getting back, and I was very embarrassed for myself. That's just the rule. Don't keep walking once you hit water.
That's a beautiful tale. Thank you for regaling us.
Not one of my finer moments.
But congratulations on finding the ocean. Fortunately, not only did you find the ocean, but I think we maybe found some winners here, hopefully in Chesapeake, because whoever comes out of this regional is going to be going to Las Vegas to compete in our grand finals in October.
Let's be honest, Chesapeake has a lot to live up to. Hot Atlanta was pretty competitive last week.
It was competitive. Let's touch on that for a second. We saw some amazing gamesmanship. Our first game when we were let's dive into Munchkin just because
second week in a row,
consecutive weeks.
Divine Intervention, Cleric wins it all, goes to Vegas.
It was crazy because we saw, again, this seems to be a running thread with our Unrivaled Tournament Series, family members playing each other. I don't know what they don't get out of
They say battle of the
house.
bands, battle of the fam, right?
Uncle Iro said that. We saw Christy battling her stepson Matthew. To go in to win, she basically, Matthew was on the precipice of winning twice. He was on the cusp.
Matthew was trying to help, wanted to get some cards from her.
Right.
So she said, of course.
He was an elf. She actually used him to help, knowing very well that she was at level 7, knew her plan, knew she had a Wand of Dowsing, ended up getting a Gwal card out of there. They fought the monster together. She levels up. She sells. She's holy and hairy. That's what I call being a halfling and a cleric. And gets to level 9 and then goes through, plays the Wand of Dowsing to grab that Divine Intervention.
And just mic drop.
It just mic drop. Let's check it out.
Yeah.
We got that recap.
We'll mic drop into this recap.
Let's go to our feature table of King of Tokyo. Here we go. Oh my glories!
See ya.
Glories and
oh my goodness! Cyber Kitty is bye-bye. Goodbye, Kylie.
I think that is it. The twos. People are playing deuces down here in Austin.
That's 3 points already. He just needs one more point to win. And there we go.
There it is.
And that's a victory.
That should be it.
I'm here with Zoe.
Just really have fun and do your best to just play the game. It doesn't matter if you really win or lose, it's just have fun.
Alrighty, and here we go, 5 cards at a time. The most intense part of this game, though, is the counting of the points.
Ooh, and the anticipation is building because someone will be headed to Vegas to compete for 10 grand.
Oh, look at that smile by Ryan.
Ryan, tell me a little bit about that victory you had.
It was definitely at the end. That was a really close game.
But right now, let's go to our final table, King of Tokyo. I'm super excited. Ooh, there's some threes right there. That's a big first turn right there for Brendan. Get those 3 victory points right away. Goes into Tokyo, gets another one, I believe.
Oh! He's known for his smash rolls around here.
Still 4 smash.
Oh boy!
Oh wow! This is where he goes for Nova Breath.
I will buy the Nova Breath.
Ow! And he goes for Nova Breath.
Oh, this is gonna get good. Look, do it for the strip.
Oh!
Is that it?
4, 5. Yes, without
King of Tokyo!
20.
Wow!
Tell me about that win, man. How's it feel?
I was very nervous. My heart's still pumping.
So smart.
Smart move right there.
Love it.
Why is that a good move early on?
So Magic Lamp, he's going to make the monster disappear. Yes, he's not going to get the levels, but he's going to get to take all that treasure without having to fight the monster. Oh, Stone Golem.
So she's now engaged in combat, so she can no longer stop fighting Stone Golem. 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
dead.
Oh, you see him scrolling through your cards. Justin, this is where it's very important to know what's in your hand.
Yeah.
Because that countdown isn't stopping for no one.
How's there gonna be a tiebreaker? Whoever the highest bonus right now.
No way!
Okay, so you are now the official winner of
Oh my God!
A divine intervention to win the game!
Stay tuned next week. Where are we next week?
We're Unrivaled. We're going to be in Atlanta. This is the
ATL.
largest tabletop tournament of 2017. I'm Tim.
I'm Justin. Challenge everyone. Sabotage. I knew a lot of people in Austin that were Team Justin. So I sabotaged it and played Austin because I know a lot of people in Atlanta were Team Tim.
That was unfortunate.
It's always Team Justin.
For me.
Austin represent.
Thank you for rubbing it in.
Represent.
If you're following Team Tim, Team Justin, Justin is at 77.8% of the vote, and I'm at a mere but fightful 22.2%. Yep. So you can vote online if you're following us on Smashcast. Feel free. One of us is going to get some cool Munchkin memorabilia. At the moment, it seems to be Justin. Last week, we saw some amazing Ascension played. James came out with the win, had a brilliant mix of constructs with the Drizzle, as well as some Mechana. Kind of edged out Amy, who was really tossing in a lot of mech on her own.
Speaking of Ascension, let's tell who won yesterday between all of us.
We don't have to do that either.
It was
I don't
me.
think they need to know this stuff.
It was me.
What? it's been,
enough talk about me.
It's a big U week.
Let's see who's gonna win the Chesapeake Regional and get to Vegas.
Let's do it. Who do you have any favorites in your honor pool? Don't say McGregor. That doesn't count. All right, here we go. Anybody. Live at that Ascension table winner going to Las Vegas. Let's check it out. 5.
Okay guys, today we are here in lovely GameWorks in Virginia to play our Ascension tournament for the Unrivaled tournament series where one of you three will actually have a chance to get to Vegas for the $10,000 grand prize. Yeah. Okay, so before we start, let's do some introductions. Since actually I do not know your guys' names. Who do we have over here, my friend?
Scotty Lamb
There we
from
go.
Wilson, North Carolina.
Nice.
I'm Lee. You can also call me the future winner. I'm also from Wilson, North Carolina.
Nice. And then Leslie?
Margaret from Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Perfect. Okay. So guys, we're playing Ascension today. Normal rules apply. Just make sure that you keep track of what you're gaining and whatnot. And to start off the game, we'll have each of you guys flip the top card of the deck to make the main stack, or at least, sorry, the main lineup. And whoever has the highest cost card pulled out will go first. So, starting with you.
I just like that Wayne already said you can call me the winner.
So we have a 4, we have the Avatar Golem.
Like there was no hesitation.
There we have the Sea Giant with 5. I'll pull it for you.
Yeah, thank you. That is
for
so
you,
sweet.
we have 3.
So what they're doing right now is
the
assigning first.
So
each person
you are
will flip
first.
I will do the rest of the lineup, and I will be in charge of.
Wayne already celebrating with the flying V.
Making sure the lineup It is always
yes, Mr.
Not to go biblically, but you know, the first shall be last.
Ooh, and we've got
Let's
some
not get religion involved here.
Okay, whenever you're ready, you may start the game.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right,
You go
so
clockwise.
Yeah,
There we go, into the center pile.
I have 1 militia. 1, 2,
So beginning of this game,
3, 4 apprentice eye.
very, very repetitive in the very beginning before strategies change. Got your apprentices, got your
lifebound
militia.
initiate.
Throwing down the militia right
that
there
leaves me
and the
with 3.
apprentices. Got the lifebound initiate.
Good to take those small cards early, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you would
Especially
say?
lifebound initiate as he pulls that away, the next time he plays it, it's going to give him 1 honor and 1 rune. We're also picking the wolf shaman, so as we see a little bit of lifebound construct right there, pulling that wolf shaman away as it got pulled up.
3, 4, 5 apprentice.
Ooh, and the what's the probability of drawing 5 apprentice on the first hand?
I will take this one draw.
I think
I'm not good at math.
Choose the stone circle.
Ooh, Druids replaces the reactor monk.
I have to say,
Is it okay if I just pick it up and read it?
Yeah, no.
while he's reading it real quick, Justin, do you find that going first is a big advantage?
Acquire hero would cost 3 or
really, I
less
don't see
without paying its cost. Put it on top of your deck.
Much of advantage as we hear the card read right there.
If you guys ever need clarifications on what a card does, you are more welcome to ask, and I will explain it to you to the best of my abilities.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're gonna take one.
Method pops out.
We only have 1 militia, so can't do
Hard to
anything
see
with
what
him,
she
so-
took there, but
All right,
I'm sure it
back
was
around
good.
me. A militia, which does nothing. 1 apprentice, 2 apprentice high, 3 apprentice high, 4 apprentice high.
4 apprentice eye.
Yeah,
4.
that it, as we all know, is the plural for.
I have no idea. I just like
Apprentice.
saying apprentice high.
Just say apprentice.
It's all part of his plan to be as annoying as possible to take
If
you
I
off the
hit on
game.
annoy me.
I'm going Demon Slayer. I was about to say. They call
So
her
very
mom.
easy
I'm
picking
sure
up the
she has
cards.
kids, I'm sure they're annoying too.
Beginning of the game, very easy. Just turn down your apprentices,
They're the
militia,
best kids in the world.
grabbing the cards from the middle. There's not a lot of drawing cards
Did
in
I
the
grow up?
beginning.
You never will.
Crush the demon,
One
says
is even going to
Lee.
Vegas with me.
Nah, wait. I didn't realize you were buying a ticket to go with him because
Don't need
I am the
one.
one
Militia.
winning.
I don't need to buy one.
2 apprentice, 2 militia.
2 apprentices, 2 militia right there for Scott. See what he does right here.
You might need some heavy infantry.
If we can take a look at the board.
Wait, I have 3 apprentices. Which means
No, that one's not very good.
Koa.
this one says gain 2
You might
power.
want some Mystic first.
2 of my favorite cards are out there
Now we use
that
this
I
to
think
punch a cultist.
early on
Templar pops out.
can have a
What
big
cards
effect
are
on your
good to use,
on your
man?
deck. The Reactor Monk and the Avatar Golem.
Yeah.
My bad.
Are you
What
good?
what are so powerful about those, or what
Of
gives
course, I have
them
the same hand I had last
such
time.
like early on an advantage?
They're the only
we're
2.
going to
Well,
get-
some of the only mech cards that you can have an entire effect on any
One
faction
militia, there's nothing
with their
out there
hero,
for me,
and they're
so,
only 4 to purchase. So
Demon Slayer.
Ooh,
3
nice pickup
power.
of Demon
There it
Slayer.
is.
Militia 4 power.
wow,
Going
that's
with
big.
power first right here. Taking a look at the board. What can he get?
He can't get that Sea Tyrant, sadly, but he can.
There's a
He's
method
got the
here.
Corrosive Widow out there and a Mephit.
I do, but I'm not going to talk about it right now.
And I have 4, so I'm going to
It's
take
too early
out
for that.
Going to kill the method
that
right
one to
there.
get- Was that 2? 2.
You say kill for all those people out there. Banish going
And
to
I'm
the
a
void
banish
means
card
you
with
never see that card again, correct?
Exactly.
Card, which is Seer pops out.
And I'm going to get rid of Hadron Collider.
You know he's a good
Ooh.
strategist when he's pondering on the
Banish is
mustache
in the
and the
Hydra.
I was
goatee.
going to have enough for it this turn.
1, 2, 3 Apprentice Eye.
So we banish the Hedras.
Yes, and I would say
You
from.
may banish cards. I'm going to get that one.
Oh, forward path right there.
I know it's early for Lee, but you can already tell with that Demon Slayer, he's favoring the power side of things.
Yeah.
And if you're playing power, you're trying to destroy the rest of the mech, pretty much.
See right there,
So I
Scott
have
plays
1, 2, 3, 4.
an initiate to get his card. You get to draw a card early, which is pretty big. It's also going to come into effect later on. 4 apprentices, as we see right there. Pretty big buying power. See what he
Yeah, I don't
wants
know
to
why
do on
Mortal
the
Kombat
board.
just popped in my head.
He's going to take the Reactor Monk.
2. I'm going to take the Reactor Monk. That leaves me with 1.
Cetra, Weaver of Stars.
Cetra, Weaver of Stars is thrown on the board in replace of the reactor monk.
DG Pirate on Twitch says Margaret has that game face, and it is so true. She is ready.
And what's he do for me? So I'm going to get 3. Each opponent must destroy a construct which they don't have.
See what Margaret has there. Defeating those monsters. Some monsters have certain abilities after not just gaining honor or runes. You can destroy constructs, make people just pick one construct, keep.
I'm still focused on her game face. They said Margaret's got a game face. My game face is the same face I make when I see scrambled eggs at breakfast.
Shaman, I gain 1 rune and I draw a card.
Cool. See, there's that Wolf Shaman.
Lifebound Initiate, I gain another rune and a victory and an honor.
So this is good. He's playing a nice little mix
Pairing
of
the
Lifebound.
right there, Wolf Shaman and Lifebound Initiate. Now throwing his Apprentice Eye on there.
5 Apprentice Eye.
5 Apprentice Eye.
I see with my tiny Apprentice Eye.
So I get 5.
That was good. I like that.
Thank you.
And I think I'm going to
take the Shadow Star lead. No, he's got a 5. You take the Snapdragon, especially if he's Lifebound? Or do you stay Avatar Golem with 1?
He's going with a lot of initiatives.
So leaves me with 4.
So he's 4 more left. What is he going to do?
Oh, and that's huge. Wow, that's a big play.
So
So he smartly took the 1. 2-fold was tossed in the center, and 2-fold allows you to
move by Lee. Interesting. We talked to Lee earlier. Let's get to Lee with our gamer on the ground, see what he has to say about this Ascension game and what this regional meeting.
3 Apprentice.
Hey everyone, it's Christian here with Lee out of Blue Ox Games. Lee, what game are you playing today?
We're playing Ascension.
All right. Now you said we, so there's somebody else you brought with you?
Oh yeah, me and a couple of my friends came down. 2 of us placed in the regionals, so we came down together. So
who's gonna win?
Yeah, like that's a question. Right here.
I think we got him. We got him. So, you know, speaking about winning, is there any specific strategies you have in this game? Do you like to go for constructs? Do you like to, you know, kill monsters? You know, you have a favorite card?
That
was a lot of questions.
Yeah, that was a lot of questions. I don't really have a strategy. The strategy kind of changes as the game is played. So I kind of...
As it should.
Yeah. I kind of try to adapt. As far as a favorite card, Cetra is a really nice one. I can just reach out, grab a hero, say, yep, this was mine. So she's one of my favorites. That's a hard one to get because it's kind of a high cost, but you know, it's still a favorite.
Have you been to Vegas before?
Once for a convention, a retailers convention with a local game shop. It was nice. I enjoyed it. I didn't get to party as much as I wanted to, but I mean, what you gonna do? It was still fun.
So if you make it, board games and party.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Got to keep the priorities straight. Games first, party second.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you very much, Lee.
Would you really just say not?
It's always fun to have a little competitiveness with your friends, especially in something like a regional that has big implications.
That's a man that knows his priorities. Like you said, games first, party second. That's the way to do it. While we were talking with Lee, Margaret went ahead and picked up that Avatar Golem, so that'll be interesing to see how she uses that. Again, that's going to gain you 2 power, 1 honor for each faction you control.
Yep.
I don't see any heroes.
No,
there's no
Well,
heroes.
the Mystic and the Heavy Infantry.
Well, the Mystic is a hero.
And the Heavy Infantry is a
Ooh,
hero.
says Margaret.
So I will
Eat this.
Mystic.
Scott taking a Mystic.
Oh, that's right. It goes on top of my deck.
Does it?
And again, one of those things that you may not have caught well as we were cutting.
So then 1 Apprentice, 2 Apprentice.
Huge swing. Lee went ahead and took that 2-fold Ascara, which copies the effect of any hero. Justin, you're obsessed with that card in like a weird way.
I have a 2-fold obsession, some would say.
You're so
look at that.
You're so bifurcated.
What did Scott just pick up? I know it's a void construct, wasn't able to see, but those void constructs, why are they so powerful, Crusade of T?
Oh, look at you with your wordplay. Well, power is power, and in the void faction, that's what it's all about. Destroying monsters and keeping your deck thin.
Interesting hand right there by Margaret. We see
There's
the Apprentices, Avatar Golem, the Arha Templar.
I love Arha Templar.
What's the Arha Templar going to do, especially if the board is filled with a bunch of monsters?
Defeat a monster 4 or less, and that's what she's debating. Let's see what she does, because there isn't one out there, but she can hit the cultist with it, right?
Yeah.
But she does have that Avatar Golem's power for 2, so we'll see.
2 for heavy infantry.
She's getting that heavy infantry. So like you said, a lot of the strategy right now with a bunch of people
more
are
infantry isn't
powerful,
going to help me.
more power.
Again, with 3 players, you're only playing for 90 honor.
Less, so he's not going to help me.
So perhaps
that
it's
Arha Templar. However,
wait, I can hit the cultist again.
There we go, Mark.
There it is. Smart move.
I thought she was going to see
one more, yeah.
So just because there's no monster on the board, Jago, or one that she can't defeat, the cultist still counts as a monster.
Yes.
So with an Arha Templar, you can only beat it for one time, right?
So, yeah. Hear from Lee. Okay. Let's hear from Margaret now. See what she has to say. I know she's kind of butting heads with Lee and Scott so far, so let's hear what she has to say about this ascension.
Everyone, it's Christian here with Margaret. Margaret, you're playing out of Dream Days, correct?
Yes, I did play at Dream Days. Well, I had to keep up with it because I played at Gamers Guild also. So.
Okay, couple shots played.
Yeah.
Awesome. Hey,
it's all about Vegas, man. All about Vegas.
All about Vegas. So, how long have you been playing Ascension for?
A month. Yeah.
Picked it up a month ago and already playing at a final table here?
I like it. And I've already bought 2. I'm in an eBay bid right now for 3 more, so whoever you are, don't outbid me. So.
Don't outbid her.
That's right.
So, all right. I know you didn't want to answer the question, but I heard you may have played. A couple people are sitting down at the table. You can answer how you'd like. I'm just going to say, do you have a strategy going in? Is this going to,
I'm just going to do me. But I think he brought another friend to play against me. So at Dream Days, there was a gentleman that's here. I think he's playing another game. But he brought a friend that actually beat me. That's why I'm here instead of in Vegas right now. And I think he brought another friend, so I'm starting to take a little personal.
So when you win, is it going to be sweet vindication?
Yeah, but I'll be kind. Yeah. I'll be kind.
You're gonna kill him with kindness?
Yes, that's what I do.
Do you have a favorite card that you like while playing Ascension, the base game?
I like Golem. I really like the little Golem guy. And he's my fave. Yeah, he's my fave. Because I love to play my constructs. So.
All right. And then any plans for if you make it to Vegas?
Yeah, but it's probably not good for you probably need to be 18 or over.
It might be. I mean, that's good TV. No. So gaming, then party.
Yes. I've got to win the money so that we can have the party. So that's the plan. Yeah.
I like these plans.
If I don't win, you'll find me at the blackjack table. Okay, so maybe the next World Poker Series, we'll try that.
Awesome. Thank you very much for your time, Mark. This has been great.
I don't think anybody would ever mistake me for
I hope Margaret makes it to Vegas because I want to know about the parties. As we saw, she played that Burrow Mark. She's able to draw a card.
I'm not going to be able to use my militia, so.
Big hand there for her.
She does have that Burrow Mark out there right now. You said draw a card. Is that the power that all mechanists have, or is that specifically tied to Burrow?
Specific to the Burrow Mark. And for those of you following us on Smashcast and Twitch and Facebook Live and YouTube Live, thank you. Just to let you know, we are going to have some other games coming up right after this. We've got Ascension, Ampersand, Epic Spell Wars as well. So, and King of Tokyo. Did I say Ascension? Yeah, we're watching Ascension. That's how dedicated I am.
I may banish a card in the center row.
Ooh, let's see what Lee has to banish right now. Very interesting.
Banish.
Yep. Ooh. Adrian Ling, 7 buying power, 7 draws honor though.
Yeah.
Big honor for
Not only that, that's the second best mech card out there.
And he already banished
gives you the ability to
the Hedron cannon.
Right. Any construct becomes a mech construct.
Yes.
If you haven't played.
And that's good when you pair him up. So he could play the banish another card.
So I get another one to draw a card.
There we go.
Lifebound gives you that ability, right? I mean, you see it a lot with Enlightened and Lifebound.
Especially right here. And an honor right here.
So that's 1, 2, 3.
Life bounds are big on room power
5,
and
6,
honor power
7.
together combined.
Somebody hadn't got rid of my Cetra.
It's like Captain Planet for factions.
That's what he wants to do right here.
You can see he was pretty bitter because Margaret banished that Cetra while we were at that interview, which was a huge deal for him.
So we see him right there. He's going to take that Snapdragon, combining his Lifebound together, really going Lifebound construct as we see early on.
Right? 7, yeah. 5, 2.
Oh, sorry. I was just making sure.
Now, proportionately, is there a stronger faction to play necessarily, or?
Not necessarily, in my opinion. Just depends. Strategy is really how you want to play it. Some people will stick to one the whole time.
Y'all want to skip.
But if you can, I would say if you can purchase those Mechanos,
get them.
Those are big points at the end.
Here we see the board, by the way, filled with 4 monsters at the moment. So now, perhaps.
So I'm going to have 3 power.
So 3 power by
I'm going
Scott.
to play Reactor Monk, which gives me 2 runes.
The monsters on the board right here.
The next time I acquire a construct this turn. And then 2 apprentices.
2 apprentices.
So that gives me
4 apprentici.
4 runes.
Andrew Trey from Twitch says, "Crush him, Margaret."
Semi-Owl's Trickster.
Also, there's some people like obsessing on Twitch with Christian's beard, which we can all say is very unhealthy and hasn't been washed in a long time. I can testify to that. I know his roommate on the road.
I have 5 runes.
Scott has 5 buying power.
Do you go with Emery?
What he's going to do is he scopes over the board.
One short of that Emery, which would be huge at the moment, because as we know, monsters take up a majority of the deck. 28 monsters compared with all the other cards. Highest ratio.
I don't know. Look. I was going to go with Fantastic Boys.
No, that's the Drizzle.
What's
the Drizzle back? Interesting move. Maybe he doesn't want him as we see a nice shot of his arm. Looking at the Avatar Golem.
That's for my money, for my runage, that's what I take.
Nice shot of his arm again.
Love that elbow.
This, I paid 1 less for it because.
That another name for elbow is weenus.
Didn't want to hear that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he does take the Drizzle staff.
Okay.
I have 4, 5, and I paid 1 less, so I'm left with 3.
Which can
you paid 3.
Go with a mystic.
You're left with 2.
Oh, there's 2 left as Margaret counters him with the mathematics.
Margaret is fierce.
Got a scientific one on my phone.
Andrew Trey says Christian's beard smells of lavender and freedom.
2 runes, I guess the only thing I can do is buy one of these.
The only thing to do is take heavy imagery.
Take that
That's exactly what Scott does. Decent move right there by Scott.
Yeah, you know what? I'm excited to hear. Let's hear a little bit more from Scott. See maybe about his strategy, what he would do with Vegas if he went to Vegas.
Gamer on the ground.
Hey everyone, this is Christian. I'm here with Scott playing out of Blue Ox Games. Scott, how you doing today?
Doing fine, thanks.
So you're playing Ascension?
We are playing Ascension. It's one of the first deck building games I've ever played, but I enjoy it. Yeah.
So you say we. Lee said that as well. I'm taking you here with Lee?
We are. We've been friends for about 10 years now, and he's actually the one who started dragging me to this tournament. So.
You might not be friends after you see his tape.
It's okay, because it all comes from his insecurity over my superiority and good looks.
Okay. Yeah. I like that, because he said, when I asked him, I said, who's going to win? He's like, not even a question. So we have something we like to say differently?
Yeah, I think when it comes down to making decisions in the moment, he's just too flighty. More level-headed. And older, so old age and treachery always overcomes youth and exuberance. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then last question for you. Is there a favorite card that you have when you play?
From that game, no, because you just never know what's going to come out. Mm-hmm. So since it's sort of random, I just try to pick the best one.
Like constructs or heroes?
The constructs, because gathering up the constructs, you get effects, plus they usually have more value at the end of the game. So constructs if I can.
Awesome, Scott. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I love it. So here we have 2 friends playing pitted against each other for a trip to Vegas. And as you heard Scott, he said that Lee is flighty and probably incapable of making a solid level-headed decision.
All I can say is it's very cool to me that these 2 friends are playing each other right now.
I love it. What would you call me? when we play, do you have an adjective to describe me?
This isn't the time and place for this right now.
Wow,
I just wouldn't want to get into it.
That's cruel.
I'm going to play the Druids at Stone Circle.
All right, Druids out there.
Here it would cost 3 or less without paying its cost. And put it on top of my deck.
So Scott's going to take that monster or that hero that he's going to get, immediately goes to the top of the deck. And now that board's filled with a lot of monsters.
I was going to say, do you see your strategy changing at all? No one can afford Emery at this point.
3.
He throws a couple apprentices and runes down. And
2 militia.
Really can't
plus
do much.
Shadow Star for 3.
Ooh, but the Shadow Star allows him to get that 3+. Now he has 5. Where would you go with this right here? 5 power.
Not a lot of constructs out.
Is that last monster on the board?
Yes.
Gain 1.
Is it a 3?
Yeah, that was a 3. Tormented Soul.
I'm sorry, what does it say?
Gain 1 point, draw a card.
That's what I would do. But that's me.
Speak up for those in the back.
That's what I would do. But that's me. He's got 5.
You got 5. Maybe he's going for the 3/2.
I mean,
Samwise Trickster.
He can't afford unless he needs the Avatar Golem, which would be smart.
Which I think he might have gotten up to that now to get the Avatar Golem.
Again, just an update on our points. Scott's at 4, Lee showing 13 honor on the board, Margaret in second place as far as honor goes that we can see with a solid 8. And there we go, that Watchmaker's out there. Indeed, he took that Avatar.
We're going to play this one first.
I just follow the crowd.
And we will...
So, Justin, why is it important as we watch Margaret's turn unfold to play sequentially for those new beginners?
Yeah, it's 3.
And you have to,
if you
everybody has to destroy a construct.
Let Margaret
2 from you to make a 5.
Conversate right here. But as you go, if you have somewhere
yeah, so destroy means, destroy one of your constructs that you control,
power.
Which means putting in your discard pile.
Buy a monster for 3.
Just the opponent.
Okay. And
every player
flips over another monster that's less than 3 or 3.
All right, so we're going to play my other one.
So you want to wait to see what that next card is going to be. Because maybe that's going to be a card that's going to help you out. Maybe in the long run. You don't just want to throw all your eggs in one basket and just go, do this, without even waiting to see what else is going to be thrown up. As we see, she's going to throw down some power. She already throws down some runes a little bit. Adds 2 more runes as we see in her hands with the apprentices.
Can't do too much with them, so I'll hit the cultist.
So she's going to hit the cultist twice as we hear her.
2 more.
I like that she had double Arhas out there. And we see the Avatar of the Fallen on the board.
You know, they say a double Arha is LOL.
This one and that one. We'll just take both of them.
Uncle Iroh said that.
Stick of Creation, Shadow Star.
You're like 10 ahead of me.
I am not 10.
That was a big turn for Margaret.
Yes.
She just went up. She just went up 6 honor points total, especially because those double Arhas.
Right. So I have.
You're welcome. I didn't banish any cards that time.
Kind of wish you had. I have a militia and another militia, so I'm going to punch a cultist. And I have an apprentice, another 2 apprentice eye, and a mechanic initiate that I'm going to use for the rune. And I'm going to take.
Smart move right there, taking the Mechana Initiate, adding it to his rune count to give him 3, takes a Mystic. Doesn't seem much right now, but it's a good move right there by Lee. You want to take that Mechana Initiate, wait to see what's on the board, how much cards you have before you decide. Why is that important to decide it after seeing your hand instead of just automatically putting out one of this first?
An honor.
As we watch Scott.
1, 2, 3 apprentices.
I will respond in 1 second.
Which gives me 5.
It's important because basically if you have to see your totality of your hand before you start determining what to banish. That's why I always draw all your cards if you can right away.
Yes.
Because then you know what you're working with. And then play according to, like you said, sequentially. Let the card from the deck be.
Right? You don't want to jump to
Yeah, you don't want that mat. You don't want that mat.
Alrighty. So.
Margaret with 3 apprentices, 1 militia, and we don't see a lot of mystics or heavy infantry at the moment.
Gain 1 for every construct I have.
Wow, that's nice. So she'll just gain 1. And here would be, if she still had those double Arhas out right now to hit up both of those Mistake of Creations, that would be huge.
3. I'll go ahead and take the Shadow Star.
Alpaca Groove says torn.
One anymore. So I have 2, 3.
I don't know what that means, but I like it.
I will just hit the cultist one time.
Wow. If she had that hand ago, she would be sitting pretty to banish both those mistaken creations. Here's my question. With Scott being so far behind on honor on the board, Justin, how does he get back into this?
Well, I don't think he needs to overreact that much to automatically assume he needs to get
so that gives me
the
3
honor
power.
on the board. He can still build his deck with Mechana Construct. That's an easy way to get that
another 3 power. So
just because he's only at 4 honor right now doesn't mean
infantry gives me 8.
He needs to panic. This is a long game. He needs a couple moves to build his deck. If he can get a bunch of...
What does that give me?
Wow.
4 points, Inami.
Wow.
Or defeat.
Huge.
You get to see the replace, and then you get 4.
Ooh, there's a nice fly trap. Which, like I said, don't over panic. You find some cards that work well together, easily back in a game on 1 or 2 turns.
So it's going to go to your discard pile.
Yes.
This is huge. This is huge. And he's going to, I think he's going to take the fly trap witch.
No, he's going to take Emery. He's going to go for that power. Told you.
There it is.
Emery.
Smart. And why do you do that at the moment? Mainly because we still haven't seen a ton of monsters.
Yeah.
We've only seen...
Wolf Shaman. Gain 1, draw a card. 1 rune.
Wow, that's big.
2 runes. Mystic 4 runes. So I'm going to
So he still has 4 runes. Still his turn.
So that leaves me with 3 runes.
Arbiter of the Precipice.
Ooh, one of my favorite cards out there, J-Man. Great way to thin your deck. Draw 2 cards, banish 1 from your hand.
Correct. I have 1 militia, which gives me 2 power. 1, 2, 3, 4 apprentices. Yes, so.
Arbiter of the Precipice.
And he
I
takes
like that card. It's a
Oh.
void are big factions for me. It allows you to thin your deck, banish cards from your hand in your discard pile. It's gonna be good.
Why do you do that to me? Why do you insist upon one-upping exactly what I just said and saying it better? And it hurts me.
Well, sometimes when you win 1 game of Ascension,
I
you're
get
headed
4.
all the way to the clouds.
You're so...
And I may banish a card from the center row and or a card in my discard pile. So I'm going to banish the fly trap. And
If I'm Margaret, I would not have done that. I would have banished unless she didn't. So that's a good point.
That's fine.
Unless she didn't have a discard pile, it was hard for me to see. But I would always choose my discard pile, especially with her with her Aha Templars that she has.
Yes.
If she can get to those faster, she can destroy the monsters quicker.
So let's go ahead and fight.
DEG Pirate says, "All thin your deck."
From the side. So I get 1 and 1.
That's kind of cool that he would volunteer to do that for you.
Muramasa! Like one of your bags.
So that's just going to be 3. So
You like
I
it.
will
It's not looking
take.
I love it.
Turn it around.
I'll take a Mystic.
Turn it around, Scotty. Turn it around. Keep up alive, man. Keep up alive.
You are up?
All right. Mystic. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm using this one for the range for 6.
Ooh, as we see
and
Lee
I'm
right
going
there,
for the land
a lot of
talker.
apprentices, but throws down the
So he
Mechana,
talks
and he's
to the
going to look
land.
at that land talker right there.
I talked to everybody else.
That's true. I'm going to place a Watchmaker's Altar. Once per turn, I gain
Interesting
1
move with
rune
that
and
land
spend
talker.
it.
Why is it so big when it comes to
gain a
taking down monsters?
construct.
Or
Land
buying
talker?
heroes. Buying heroes,
Only
sorry.
Because it's going to give you 3.
Right.
It's going to give you 3 runes.
So I'm going to play the
Wow,
Temple
don't sound so
Librarian. I'm going to discard
hard
the
about that.
Apprentice.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Play the R Initiate. Draw another card.
There's that
Alright,
Arha
so
Initiate.
I gain 1 for the construct. That gives me 3 power. I gain.
Wow, here we go. Here we go. We
You
see
get
Scott's
jazzed up
plan
with the
coming into
Avatar
fruition.
Golem.
I'm sorry, he's got a lot of mech
Power
coming out right now, and he's got his
I get 1
construct.
honor for each faction among constructs I control. So I get 2.
You can just take 3.
I love his accent.
Give you a 5.
You're on the board with a red.
Soft, supple, and beautiful.
I'm going to play Core the Ferromancer. I gain 2 more power.
Yes!
And
Wow!
because I control 2 or more constructs, I get to draw a card.
Ooh, a couple mystics right there.
And now I have 2 mystics.
Gonna add that to that.
So that's 1 power, 3, 5, 7.
Let's see what he's going to do here.
4 runes. I'm going to punch this guy in the face. I get 5, and each opponent chooses a construct they control and destroys the rest.
Go ahead and pick up that Sea Tyrant. That's clutch.
I
And
was getting too happy.
all right, so I had 1, 3, 5, 7, and that was
that was 5. So he's got 2 left.
Interesting to see what he's going to do right here.
Hit the cultist for 1. And just like that,
and then
Scott is back in the mix and has a decent amount of honor in his deck. So even though he's down at the moment on honor,
I told you, Scott just didn't have to panic. He's back up to 12 right now.
We talk about it so much. You can't. The power of construct, the power of a card being on the table every turn is so different than having to take up space in your hand.
I'm going to take this construct.
I mean, and he takes another construct. It was Mechana as well, so he's kind of building up those Mechanas.
It was Mechana. So that was a huge hand for Scott.
1, draw a card.
How's Margaret going to counter here?
It's 3, 4, 5.
It's looking a little better for old Scotty over here.
I told you, turned around. Don't turn too far around.
So
every tired.
Every now and then I get a little bit on her.
What's that one say? I can't quite read it.
Oh.
We've got a lot of talk on Twitch about alpaca rides, which has nothing to do with what's going on the table.
I'm sorry,
so all I will say
I'm
is,
sorry for singing.
Okay, so
I would love to ride an alpaca. Thank you.
You got to destroy construct.
Destroy 1, huh?
Temple Librarian pops out.
Okay, so I'll take the Temple Librarian.
Again, we have someone saying down with Cam. That's interesting.
1, so can't do anything with that. So yeah. That's it.
All right, this is mine. Sear the Fork Path. I draw a card, and I may banish a card in the center row. I'm going to get rid of the Muramasa. Away with it.
But it's so pretty with all the flames.
I do love that flaming sword. Some script in the middle of it.
What is the grand design?
It's the grand design.
Well, obviously, it's that right there.
Once per turn,
the grand design was the bean in Chicago.
Yeah.
And the book by Stephen Hawking.
Just a quick quote from the literature on Muramasa. Wield the devil and hell will tremble before you. I love that.
Apprentices
I gain 1 and 1.
Apprentice I would be 1, not 5. Can you count to 2?
Oh!
So obviously, because you just lost count.
And a math dig on the table.
Which is kind of sad. Which is kind of sad because
I'll talk and no counts.
I work in a lab, so it's kind of sad that I don't.
That's scary.
It is.
If you can divide that lead, that's an insult.
Exactly.
5.
Tylenol. Good thing I don't use Tylenol.
Oh, we don't
Tylenol,
do Tylenol.
People, stay away from Tylenol.
We don't do Tylenol. I'm gonna get the
Tylenol is a great product. We enjoy
if
Tylenol.
If you don't want a liver.
Side note for all of our followers, we are not sponsored at the moment by Tylenol.
Do you know what you're doing?
Of course I do. I always know what I'm doing.
He never knows what he's doing.
I always know what
you guys need to speed this up. I got places to be.
Don't rush me, Mom. I have 1 apprentice, 1 militia.
Oh my gosh.
I'm putting this in play. So I now have.
I was holding my breath for those last couple turns. Finally got to breathe.
You were drifting. I was concerned about you. I mean, we had this test earlier who could do it longer, but you weren't supposed to do it while we were streaming.
I wanted to see what they were all going to do. I was going to see if I could hold myself for an entire cycle.
I almost called in one of the people from GameWorks with an extra taco just
Sorry
to
for
revive
those that
you.
were waiting to hear my voice. I was trying to hold my breath. There was a friendly bet between me and Tim. I couldn't hold my breath through the entire turn of everyone. I think I won.
You did it.
No heroes.
Back to the game. We see a Master Darthar on the table.
He needs a hero.
So we got a lot of big runes, big rune cards on the table at the moment, and those grand designs, if Scott can pick one up, will be huge for him.
And that goes on top of my deck.
Correct.
And he's taking that on the top of his deck using the druids.
And then I have 2 runes left.
See what Scott's going to do. 2 runes left here as he scopes the table. Has to take a heavy infantry. Is all he got, really.
We're good?
That will be my turn.
Awesome.
If these cards showed up at the beginning of the game with such high rune counts, it would be hard to clear them. That's when you just go Mystic, heavy
Advantage
infantry.
card in the center row and or 1, and I gain 4.
Ooh. Look at you, Margaret.
What I'm going to do...
She takes down that card.
Margaret's been our main banisher of monsters.
She is in the lead right now.
Since they're both the same.
And she banishes the Grand Design.
Tormented Soul
flipped up. Tormented Soul pops up. Thank Christian for letting us know.
Discard one from my
or
hand,
CJ.
but I'm not going to worry about it.
They're easily mistakable.
Still has that Brewer mark, so every turn she's going to get a card, or draw a card when that card gets put into play. So we look at her hand.
So we'll play the
Lifebound, she gets a rune and an honor.
Rune and another point. So, let's see, I think I want to do this one first.
So at this point, if you're Margaret, are you sticking with the...
Let's go ahead and hit him and draw a card, right?
With your power, I mean, you continue just... I mean, even though right now at the moment the board is entirely rune-based, how do you shift right now if you're her? Because she's got so much monster destruction in her deck.
It's...
Tablet of Times.
Everything.
Sorry.
You got excited for the Tablet of Times Dawn. Why? What's the excitement there? Why is that so?
It's
such a good card to have.
Because
construct to have.
When Times Dawn ends, you get to tap into it for another turn, banish it, and get one more turn after the one you have, which during the end of the game is so incredible because you've got your builds coming up, those builds that you've worked on, those huge hands.
To the princess. So it's going to be 3. And
got a Mecha Initiate. See what he's going to use that for.
Don't you swear at me.
Lee's using the runes, or the rune power for that. Adds up to 4 now as he's scoping. I'm using the word scope a lot today. I like it.
Scoping.
It's taking the reactor mark.
Sounds like
or
I'm
he's
doing
looking at
mouthwash.
it.
Grab the reactor mark.
He's going to take it. See what CJ
and
flips
then
up.
play heavy infantry to hit a cultist.
Yeah, punching a cultist.
Okay.
Decent move right there for Lee. Decent move right there.
Again, Scott is still about halfway behind, but you know he's got
panic.
He doesn't have a lot of. He was
Shadow Star.
last, I believe.
So now I have.
So as long as it gets through Lee.
The last time, did he? I mean, a construct.
No, he did. His construct destroyed was the Shadow Star from last time.
All right, just making sure.
Let's do a flip back and try.
Margaret twirling the hair, smelling the hair, thinking, does it smell like victory?
Yes, he did destroy it. It was the Shadow Star.
Checking.
Interesting hand right there for Scott. Has a double apprentice. We see that druids he's been using a lot lately.
2 runes. Your Reactor Monk says I pay 1 less to get a Mechanic Construct.
So it would be
3
cost
runes,
you 5.
4 runes.
So that one would cost you 5. That's the only Mechanic Construct out there.
Yeah. So I have 2, 3, 4.
Interesting look at the table right now. A lot of powerful cards out there. Let's see what Scott wants to do with this.
Take this one.
Takes a Lifebound. I believe that was the Adrizza staff.
If you're on Twitch, Fizzman says we're debating some grammar. Just look at it. That's brilliant.
Which says I can acquire a hero with 3 or less. It is a hero, right?
Yes, it's a hero.
Okay, so I would like to acquire that.
There it is.
Isn't Drew's Stone Sword to put that on top of your deck, or not?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it should be up there.
So, and...
That's it, right?
Just do a quick replacement.
Everyone's starting to get antsy. They're waiting for their turn.
Right, and I have the 3 power.
3 power, see what he wants to do with Scott.
Which just means I get to punch a cultist.
I have to tell you, Justin, I think whoever can snag that Tablet of Times Dawn I think is going
to
to control the rest of the game.
Ain't nothing working for me, so I got to do my apprentice first. So I can go ahead and get the.
This is where it's trouble for Margaret because there's no monsters on the board and she's been power heavy.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens.
Here she takes that lifeline initiative. Not a bad card to take right there.
Yeah, but look at
you see that shadow vixen in there.
She's a vixen.
And our Hot Templar as well. So. See what Margaret's going to do right here, thinking it off.
Go ahead and put
frustrated. That's what that tennis grunt was.
Only when Mechanic Constructs are played.
Oh, okay. That's right. Sorry.
It's okay, Margaret. We forgive you.
Yeah,
so that's 1.
we like you.
Oh, Shadow Star and a Spike Vixen. I combine those 2 all the time. So.
Shadow Spike Star Vixen?
I'll take that one because I played that a lot yesterday.
Quit talking about yesterday.
I'll hit the cultist with those 2. I'll hit the cultist with him. And can't do anything with 1, so that's it for me.
So Margaret extends her lead with her honor on the board right there. A very understated turn, but a very effective turn right there.
All right, so
we see Lee.
Okay, after this turn, you guys have 20 minutes left for our timer. That means if after 20 minutes we have not gotten rid of the entire honor pool, it will be considered that the last honor has been taken, and you guys will do final round. I will give you guys plenty of warning though when the 5-minute marker gets, so you guys know when it's about to end.
Okay.
Good. We hear that timer. All of our games here at Unrivaled do have a 60-minute timer. For those of you who are thinking about still entering the tournament, which you can do.
I'll play Lightbound Hero. I get another honor. Okay. So I get 2 honors. So that's 2 runes.
Again, that Tablet of Time's Dawn sitting on the table. I think if Scott can get it, it would be a huge difference maker for him. Perhaps a game changer. But he's got 5 runes, so I think Lee's going to take it. There it is.
There it is.
Wow. How is that going to affect?
And hold on 1 second. Sorry. Demon Slayer and Militia.
Combining the Demon Slayer Militia gives him.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay. And let's see. So I'm going to punch 2 cultists.
Punch the cultist. The movement is alive.
Punch the cultist.
Give you some.
Oh, fumble.
Loose honor, and it's recovered by the Giants.
I'm going to play a Spike Vixen, which gives me 1.
I have no idea. I was thinking of Little Giants, and then I was thinking of Ed from Married with Children.
I'm going to play Core of the Ferromancer, draw 2, or gain 2 power. And since I have 2 or more constructs, I get to draw a card.
Militia though, that's not a card you want to pick up right now. That's where Void's coming so effective to thin your deck out.
If you're, first of all, I'm curious as to see whether Lee gets through a shuffle and gets that Tablet of Time's Dawn back out. If he can do that, I really think he can win the game.
I don't know.
It may have been when you were trying to shuffle. It may have gotten
Mystic.
I just saw him.
I'm so sorry. I did not.
No, I know I didn't notice that either.
It hasn't been played, so we can just forget.
No, I'm gonna say
it
it's just
a difference.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's just a banished card then, because I did not see that go into the deck at all, so I can't. I don't know where it came from, sadly.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't use it. So.
That's all good. Like, there's no like that was just probably an accidental either move over. So I'm just going to make sure that there was no accidental gaining extra mystic to just make it a banished card.
It would be unfortunate if he lost by a point.
So.
Yes.
I don't think it's going to happen, but that mystic.
But we see the remorse right there. It's not like he was arguing.
Play 1 rune.
Good guy, Scott. Sportsmanship, pass it on.
Another heavy infantry and that. So I've only got 2 runes. But I have 1, 2, 3.
This is where the thinking gets
4,
you. This is where you have to really analyze
6,
everything that's going on.
7, 9, 10 power.
10 power.
10 power and nothing.
Middle, so I guess I'll just punch cultists.
Oh, that is so unfortunate. That could have been
5 honor though. I mean, it's not what you want, but it's still a high amount.
But it's what you get.
Yeah. You get what you get, and you don't throw fit.
It's not what you want, but it's what you get. You get.
So I'm gonna play my Mechanic Construct and draw a card.
It's actually Mechanic Hero.
Oh, duh. But I am gonna play him.
And would you like runes or power?
CJ with the clarification between the construct and the hero,
but doesn't decide what she's going to do yet. So that's like what we said.
Next card, you have to resolve this one first.
No, they said there it is. Got to resolve it.
Well,
so we are going to go for ruins.
Okay.
Ruins.
And I get 2 for him. have 3, but I also get 2 points for having 2 different constructs.
Take away 3, give you a 5.
Margaret,
and we are at the
lead.
15-minute mark now.
3, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Still just a lot of heroes on the board.
I will take the Wolf Shaman.
Ooh, very interesting move right there with the Wolf Shaman. It gets replaced with
a Wolf Shaman. Oh my gosh, it's like I'm living in a world of dreams.
That's what we called reincarnation.
Hit the cultist for 1.
She punches cultist.
Or 4.
We got to get those shirts for grand finals.
Yeah.
So as you see the scores in the bottom left corner of the screen, Margaret with 37, Lee with 24, Scott with 19. Remember, that's not all the points that you're going to get all the way to the end of the game. Where else can they get 7 reds?
So don't get caught up on that.
Don't get caught up on the bling, man. Just, you know, I'm a girl. I like bling, okay?
Thank you, Margaret, for 7 reds.
Let's see what Lee has.
I need 10,
think this could be
this
could be a revolutionary turn for Lee.
2 runes.
I don't know if I used that word right.
You did not.
4 runes, 5 runes.
There's 2 full Skara.
Skip to the loop.
Didn't have a big hand though with to use that.
He's going
to
to
copy a better card.
7 runes.
Wow, this is big.
But he has runes.
Runes.
Master Dartha.
Master Dartha.
Yeah, but he's not going to have much effect this late in the game.
And
let a man live, Tim.
Here's what I would have done. I would have taken the Demon Slayer and the Wolf Shaman. I would have taken a low card to see what you can replace with. Because if a mech card comes out there and you can afford it, then you've got more honor in the end of your deck.
That's
you know
why
what I'm saying?
That's why we keep you
Thank goodness somebody does.
We'll play the Temple Librarian.
The question is, will it get back to Lee?
Discard a card, you get 2 cards to draw from, as we see Scott doing that. Big move right here for Scott. Not a lot. Let's see.
Gonna play Altar of the Precipice.
There, that's a good card. Banish.
Draw 2 cards, banish a card in my hand.
So you first draw the 2 cards, then you banish. You can still banish that card, but you get to see what you draw first.
Yep. I mean, you could banish ahead of time if you really wanted, but I don't think that'd be wise.
Smart. Banishing a...
Do you think Scott has a fighting chance here? Has a fighting chance, Scott? Does he? Laddie?
So I gain 2 power, which means I will now have 5 power.
I'm not sure. He's going to need to make up some ground
He also says
here.
I gain 1 honor for each faction
to get that grand
constructs
design.
I control, and I have 2 factions.
So he can at least take that Mephit. He's going to grab some of that extra power.
I should see the honor winding down. This is a huge turn for him. He
Thanks
needs
to
to make some ground up right here. He's not that far away from Lee, first. We see that burrow mark, so we see 4 constructs out there.
Andrew Trey says Scott is toast. Long live Margaret.
Which gives me 1.
Maybe Margaret is Andrew Trey typing under the table on Twitch.
Another Mechanic construct.
I have so many thoughts. What is Scott thinking though at the moment?
I need to make up some ground.
4
5
power.
Constructs out there now.
2, 3, 4, 6 runes.
Wow.
I think he can get that grand design.
You have to.
That's 4, 5, 6, 7 power.
7 power still. Wow. Kill the Mephit first, see what else comes out.
3, 5 runes.
Ooh, kill 5 runes, but I think his Mechana gives him 1 more to buy him another Mechanic construct.
Kill the Mephit. Kill the Mephit. Just take out the Mephit first and go from there.
That 6, is that a Mechana?
Yes, grand design is a Mechanic construct.
Okay. So I have 1 additional rune, which I'm going to use toward purchasing that. So I'll purchase
big move right there. Now the tide's starting to turn in Scott's favor, I think.
And it's that Watchmaker's Altar that really helps.
I have the 4.
And now the Wind Tyrant's out there.
5, 6, 7 power, which I will use to 3 of to purchase that.
This one?
Yes, sir.
That is 3 gone.
What is thrown on the board? Snapdragon. So the power's
4 power
left
short of a Wind Tyrant. He could have ended potentially been close to the end of the game, and that could have given him more runes too. Wind Tyrant give you 3 honor, 3 runes.
Might just have to hit the cultist twice now.
He's 1 away.
I think it's going to cost me the game.
2 left.
Have Well, he was a 3, so I have 4, 5, 6, 7.
You have 4 left.
4 left, so 2 cultists.
Oh, wow, that's big.
Because there's like 4 monster out there.
Like
that was a big move, though, by Scott.
Pretty
Now things are changing a little bit. Because he has all of those constructs.
Close to about 30 honor, too.
And pay the temple
a lot of
librarian
Mechana as
to
well.
discard a card, get 2 more.
And the other players, I think, just hoping we can get to one more round and see if they can flush some stuff out.
Oh, that's true. Sorry.
Yeah, there you go. Now you can just use this.
I can't count. This
Counting
drawing
is
out
tough.
is killing me, so we're still going to discard the militia.
Down to play today, asking can Scott pull the comeback? I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. I'm very interested after that last move. I think he can. But Margaret has a couple cards in her hand. That if she has an Arha, a Spike Mix, and give her some power,
the game will end on her
that
turn,
Wind
so if she
Tyrant, she
depletes
can
it, the
defeat
game
that
immediately ends.
pretty big.
And it was Lee that went first, so if it gets back
So
to
I'm
Lee,
gonna-
that's, I mean, if Margaret can take it right here, that's it.
done, yeah. So
We're
I gotta
done.
use
And so we'll
that as
see
a
how she can
ruin.
play this out.
So I will take the Wolf Shaman.
She's taking the Wolf Shaman.
Shaman.
Corrosive Widow.
I hope you
And a
like
Corrosive Widow
Shaman.
thrown on
I'm
there.
going to invite that with that one.
And
You
she's
see what
taking
I did there?
the Corrosive Widow out.
How many do I get?
3.
Each opponent must destroy a construct.
There it is.
So now, once your
Yeah,
turn
but
is
you're
over,
just destroying
the game
it.
will end.
And that's
This
it.
is the floating ghost honor.
This is
Very
going to be an
easy game
interesting
one.
count.
I like that CJ calls it the floating ghost honor, by
That's
the way.
a lot of ghost
For those of
honor.
you wondering
Never
what
know.
just came in,
So
it's
I
just
have
extra
one
from the
and I
bank,
get to draw a
essentially,
card.
just to make sure Margaret can get what's hers. What's owed her.
So I gain 2 and I get 1 ruin for each
What do you think, Justin?
construct,
You think
so
Scott's
that's
got a
2
chance?
points,
I do. I
and
think he's
have
has a better chance than
3
Lee.
now, so
Wow,
I'll hit the
and there's-
coldest again.
That was a big extra 5 there from Margaret.
This was a big move right there by Margaret.
Is your turn over?
Yep, that's
That
it.
is game. Separate your cards, please, into piles
Okay.
of 10 honor worth.
Let's see.
Time to count.
As well as your honor itself, separate into piles of 10 honor. You may, of course, stack ruins or stack the honor points on top of the cards to make for easier counting as well. I'll do a quick check to make sure they're all counted correctly, and then you guys will announce your scores.
I'm riveted at this point, Justin, to see who is going to Vegas. And they're going to be competing for a whole lot of cash too, and not just for themselves, but on behalf of their gaming store. So I think Margaret eats this one out just barely.
Interested to see what Scott has.
And as you hear the soft sounds of the whisper of the card folds, we will quickly find out who will be taking a plane ride to a hotel.
No, they have to go to the airport first.
Oh, yeah. I mean, a taxi to a plane ride to a hotel.
Or maybe Uber.
Or, that's not, you know what I'm saying.
I know.
Who will be headed to Las Vegas? Hey, Justin, knock, knock.
Who's there?
The largest tabletop tournament of 2017.
Largest tabletop tournament. Who?
Unrivaled. That was good. That was really good. We should do that again. After this, in case you guys are following us on Twitch, Smashcast, we have more games coming your way, Epic Spell Wars and King of Tokyo.
Okay.
And we're in New York next week.
Yes.
So let's do it quick.
We're going to have fun there, right, Tim?
Yes.
Okay.
You're excited, aren't you?
Yes. Hex and Company games. Someone will be playing.
Okay. So, starting with the first player, score announce.
61.
Looks like I have 50.
68.
Nice.
There's our winner.
Wow!
Yeah, Margaret does pull it off.
Congratulations, guys. Good job on all of you guys. That was actually a pretty close game, at least. Within 15 points is not too
And you
bad.
kept going after my mechanic construct, so I was ready to just.
I didn't get enough of them, though.
You got more than I did.
Honestly,
I didn't get any. I got
guys,
one.
thank you very much for your witty banner. That's what I
That's
love
a
about
good
the
game
board
right
game.
there.
Like, you guys play the way that games are meant to be played. Fun. You guys at least play competitive, which you guys are playing for at least a big prize, yes, but you guys
a
had
big
fun. You
prize?
guys played well. thank you guys so much for coming out.
So now I have a decision.
Go look at Vegas.
Well, I got a decision to make now because I'm going to. I got 2 choices now.
Hey. And if you guys, good luck whenever the other games you play. We will do this, or at least try to do this every single year. So we hope to see you guys next year.
Next year we need to switch out the games, man.
Well, you say they are going to have a new slate.
So, wow, that was an interesting game. I thought Scott was going to somehow come back. I was a little bit wrong. Margaret took it over.
You were really wrong. Scott actually ended up with the lowest total, which is a surprise. I think we both thought he would be up there in the total. Margaret, a complete gamer, had total faith in how she was playing her strategy throughout the entire game. I love the way she switched. She was playing the double Arhaz is so dangerous.
Yep,
2 guys
LOLs.
with swords. Yep. The LOLs. Lots of slicing and dicing and controlling the monster part of the board for the most part. Whereas Lee was kind of a mix, and then we saw Scott really push for the constructs that never really paid out as much as we thought.
Saw the importance of starting out quicker this game.
Yeah.
A lot of times it's okay not to start out quick, not to panic, but right now I think the slow start kind of put Scott into a hole and allowed Margaret and Lee to get that honor and get those constructs up there.
Yeah, and remember, when you're playing 3-player, you're playing 90. When you're playing 4-player, you're playing 120. Perhaps in a 120 game, maybe Scott has a better chance. So that's something for you guys to remember when you're out there studying your Ascension, getting ready, prepping yourself for maybe one of our last-minute qualifiers. Justin, like you said, where are we next week?
We are in New York, New York. Hex and Company Games.
If you can hear us through the screen and you're wondering what you can do to play the games, all you have to do is show up. You can show up there, and then following that, we move to a couple more cities. We've got Chicago coming up, Minnesota coming up.
Don't forget Newport, Kentucky.
Newport, Kentucky. There's more opportunities for you guys to play in this incredible tournament. You kind of heard Margaret talking about it. 2018, perhaps. Maybe there's some games out there that you want to play.
Let us know what you want to play next year.
Not apples to apples, but maybe apples to apples. It's up to you. But we'd love to hear about it. We got hashtag
UTS
2018. Please tweet at us. We want to know what games are out there that you're thinking about.
Yeah.
And speaking of thinking about, Justin, where is the finals? I was just
You guys best be thinking about going to our finals in Las Vegas.
That's what, Las Vegas.
Don't get me started.
Are you excited?
Don't get me started about Las Vegas.
I want to get you started. I want to know. What excites you most about going to Las Vegas?
Just the grand, not Tim, just the grandness of all. We got a lot of stuff that we're going to surprise you with. Most importantly, it's going to be fun, competitive, and you got a chance to win money from games.
I mean, a lot of money. And on behalf of yourself, $10,000 for first place, $5,000 for second place, $2,500 for third place, and $1,000 for fourth place. Gosh, what finger is this that is just hard to operate? That's a whole lot of money. On top of that, a sweet gaming table.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's going to be awesome. The finals are October 27th through 29th. We potentially will have gold jackets. I don't know.
To be determined.
Yeah, we're kind of working on that. Somebody upstairs, gold jackets, please. Anyway, thank you for GameWorks for having us here today. What are we going to see next? We've got King of Tokyo and Epic Spell Wars.
Spell Wars coming up. I'm excited to see that Epic Spell Wars game. I know it hasn't been featured a lot on our broadcast, but it is one of those more competitive, more fun games. It's a very spiritual game. Gets you in the spirit of competitiveness and wanting to defeat someone, and embarrass him essentially.
And more importantly, say some incredible names on some cards and say them out loud
in a funny and unique voice.
Yeah, I think we can all agree that it's going to be a blast. Let's check out that interview with Christian and Margaret. Hear what she has to say. Congratulations to her. She played a very great game of Ascension.
Let's take a look what she has to say.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Hey, it's Christian with Unrivaled and Oomba TV. I'm here with Margaret from Dream Days. Margaret, big Ascension winner.
That's right.
When did you know you had it?
I knew I had it a month ago when I started playing.
Ooh, shots fired. I mean, that's a little different than the pre-interview. You kept it nice, you kept it kind. Now it's time to let it fly.
No, I mean, seriously, no, I knew I loved this game when I first played it, so I knew I wanted to play it here. Even though I qualified for other games, I wanted to play this one, so.
Put in the work, and now it's paying off.
Right. And plus a little payback because, had to school those young boys over there.
Feels good to be victorious, especially, with the loss you had earlier. Now you're able to avenge it.
I have to go to Vegas. I gotta watch my kid. He's going, so somebody's gotta watch him. So I gotta get there. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you very much, Mark.
I guess I found out I have a lot of Twitch followers. You can check out my Facebook page if you can see my shoes. I have a Converse Facebook page. Check me out there.
What is the Facebook page?
It's Converse, More Than Casual. Yeah.
Okay. More Than Casual. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Hey, real quick, while I got you guys still on the stream, we've been doing a lot of different raffles, different things on our pages, so follow us, please. Facebook/Unrivaled. You can go to Twitch or Instagram at unrivaled.ts. Please follow us on that. You can win things for guessing how many dice, stuff like that. All right, back to Tim and Justin.
730 dice. That's my guess. Was that
no!
Right?
You're close. Also, love the shameless plug by Margaret.
I do.
Check out that Facebook. I know I'm already going to be checking that out.
I like her dangerous tone. She is not a lady
She's going to
Vegas
Vegas to win.
Vegas.
A lot of people are saying Vegas, oh, I'm going to have fun. She's ready. Well, she said she's going to party, but now she wants to win.
Listen,
she wants to take out.
If she's only been playing for a month, imagine how she's going to be after she's trained for the next 2 months before Vegas.
Cue the Rocky theme song.
Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do.
Okay.
That's not the right one.
And the tips of me not wanting to hear you sing, let's check out another episode of our Game Changers.
That sounds good. Justin, do you smell that?
Yeah, sadly I do.
No, not that. The other smell, the smell of tabletop strategy emanating towards our viewers' screens.
No, I still smell the former. Either way, this is Game Changers.
Hi, I'm Tim.
I'm Justin.
And this is Game Changers. Justin, it's been a crazy couple weeks. While the weeks are getting different, the decks remain the same. It's true. How you use them that counts. And we've seen some of the same cards pop up week and time again. One of my favorite being Wand of Dowsing. Doesn't sound like I'm saying Wanda Dowsing?
You're a wizard, Harry.
Wanda Dowsing reads as follows. Go through the discards to find any one card you want. Take that card and discard this one. Usable only once. This is one of the most powerful cards in the game. We've seen it actually
We saw it last
week
with Christy.
Right.
She was a cleric. Used her Wand of Dowsing to find that divine intervention.
Aww.
Uses that divine intervention. She wins the game and she's sitting there, whoa, like you just did.
Yeah, the sound effect. I feel like it does it. Either way, again, the only way you can win a game without defeating a monster. And this gives you the ability to search through either discard pile if you want. On top of that, it's worth 1,100 gold pieces.
Dang.
That's amazing.
That's a lot of money. Anyways, for my spotlight card.
What? Are you okay?
Avatar of the Fallen.
Get up. I can't do the show without you.
Avatar of the Fallen reads as follows. Takes 7 power to beat. It's unbanishable. And your reward, you gain 4 honor. And you may acquire or defeat a card in the center row without paying its cost. So if you see this Avatar of the Fallen, and it's paired with an Uzziah the Peerless or a Muramasa, and you want to get that card without having to pay, you can. Just beat the dang Avatar of the Fallen.
And if I beat him, I could take out another monster.
Yes, exactly. And that's boom, honor, boom, honor, boom, honor.
That's amazing. That's the most powerful monster in the game.
It is.
You know, Justin, they say that even though Edgar Allan Poe is buried, he still casts a shadow every day. Do you see it?
I don't.
It's right here. Impair, my spotlight card. Shadow magic from Nevermore. Impair reads as follows. Play before the resolution phase begins. All players discard their healing cards. Now that's amazing, but I'm going to do what we call a combo here. Pair this up, impair this up with a card called Reap. Reap makes you change whatever hand you have and pass it to the person you were drafting to.
Really?
So if you collect only hearts and then pass it to the person next to you, they're in a lot of trouble.
You could say that again.
They're in a lot of trouble. Do you want me to should I say
we're
one more
done.
time? Okay. Well, this has been another episode of Game Changers. I'm Tim.
I'm Justin. We're at our wonderful Game Masters here in Laguna Hills Mall, a proud sponsor of us at Oomba.
Challenge everyone.
Let's get right to it. We got some munchkin right away.
CJ famous for being able to one-handed deal.
I practice. This is my 8th time doing it.
I'm actually going to go up 2 levels.
Oh!
He literally tasted.
Ooh, but Matthew is.
Oh! Oh! Dad says get back in your room.
Oh, there's the magic missile.
Oh, there she goes. She counters with the baby monster.
Oh!
Another one.
You are dead.
You are dead. CJ not keeping it simple. Very blunt. She's a cleric. Oh my goodness.
Christy, tell me about that victory.
Still trying to process it.
Got a nice hand. Got the simple librarian that gives him a card. Plus an all-hard initiate and another card as well.
See Amy taking care of that corrosive widow. Does anybody have some contracts out there?
Very interesting to see how people go after cards that allow you to draw cards. Some people kind of stay away. Some people really want to hit those heroes that allow you to draw one card. Hey, there's our boy.
Just some subtle jubilation.
There we go.
All the cards just seem to fall my way. I actually thought it was going to be really, really close, and it ended up coming down to like maybe like one of the last 3 or 4 turns.
Chris got some threes. It's very interesting to see how this works.
Oh, there we see. Wow, that's a big roll.
You are now eliminated.
4 smashes.
Oh, wow.
And there it is.
All those cards have no effect. Ooh, nice threes right there by Cole.
Come on, Chris. Here we go. Ooh, and there we see he is 1 smash away from victory.
Oh!
With a little extra English.
Wow.
Oh!
This will probably go down in history as the 2nd biggest Clemson win, I think, this year.
Congrats to all of them. We are looking forward to seeing you guys at our grand finals in Vegas. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll be back with more Unrivaled next week, the largest tabletop tournament of 2017. I'm Tim, and I'm still Tim.
I'm Justin.
There he is. Challenge everyone. Justin, I am so jazzed. We've got blood counters, components, source quality delivery, dead wizards, a standee, and some sick names.
That's what my favorite part about Epic Spell Wars is.
The blood drops.
Dice rolls.
I really thought you should. I might guess what mine is. Guess what mine is. Just guess.
What's yours?
Initiative delivery.
So the same thing, essentially. Very same thing.
It's going to be awesome. I'm so looking forward to it. Welcome back to all of our viewers. P.S. We do have a small competition going on. Perchance, maybe during this game, you might be one of our lucky winners to take home 40 big ones and store credit to Laguna Hills Game Masters. I don't know, it's hard to tilt. It's there that way. And yeah, so Justin and I are going to start a competition on Twitch, Smashcast. All you have to do is win it, and we will deliver this to you. It's going to be awesome. It's a great way for you to purchase one of those games. All you have to do is, if you win, if you're lucky enough, if you're brave enough, if you're smart enough to conquer our competition, take home that $40 store credit. Call Laguna Hills Game Master, and we'll put you in touch with them. You can take home one of these games.
Having a competition every week. So for, say, next week, we're in New York going to have a different contest. Let's take a look at where we're going to be right now. I feel like a full-screen graphic going to pop up in a matter of seconds.
What about my mom?
Throw it up. Oh, see the power of magic and TV.
Gosh, you're good.
See September 2nd, Hex & Company Gaming in New York, New York. And September 9th, we're in Newport, Kentucky. Very excited to see that. September 16th, the GameWorks in Schaumburg, Illinois. September 23rd, we're in Bloomington, Minnesota. And October 27th to 29th, the finals in Las Vegas. Oh my gosh. Cards flying all over the place over there.
I'm super excited because 2 of those places have been my home. Schaumburg, Illinois, and I'm right close to there, and New York. So I can't wait to be at one of those.
Oh yeah, I call Vegas my second home. We're talking home.
We won't get into your party life. We've got King of Tokyo after Epic Spell Wars, and last week we saw some crazy stuff with King of Tokyo.
But we're focused on Epic Spell Wars right now. I want to go. I just want to.
Do you want to see it?
Oh, I want to see it so bad.
Okay.
Can we just go already, please? Can we start already?
Kim, can we do hold out a little longer? Okay, now it's okay.
Okay.
Let's go see some epic Spell Wars. Welcome to our championship table. Here we go. More Unrivaled.
Breathe. Breathe. Epic Spell
okay?
Wars. Breathe. Epic Spell Wars. Breathe.
Okay, guys, today we are playing the epic
good now, I'm good.
Epic Spell Wars, Battle of Mount Tentaco. Or sorry, Castle Tentaco. As you guys know, you guys are going to be playing, or hopefully know now, you guys are playing 3 rounds. You guys will get number of points depending on what you do during each round. Whoever has the most points at the end of 3 rounds wins. You get 1 point for killing a wizard. You get 1 point for being the last wizard standing. And you will track all this with last wizard standing tokens, which will indeed affect cards that mention last wizard standing tokens. So, other than that, the game is no different than normal. That is just the tournament rules that we were given to use, and they work very well. It was very fun, fast-paced game of murdering each other as wizards.
Excellent.
To see who goes first, he will take all 4 power roll dice and roll to see who goes first. 12. 12.
Very average rolls.
Right.
Let's get above average.
There you go.
14.
Yep.
2 above it. You're 2 better than them. Feel proud for a while. Okay. The deck is nicely all shuffled. I have shuffled these ones as well. Yeah, we're going to shuffle. There will also be, if we somehow go over, it's a 1-hour time limit, which will start as soon as I deal off the cards. You guys will get 7 cards to start off with each. Right? Yes, 7. When you have to memorize 6 games, memorizing 7 for 6 games is very hard.
Yeah.
I'm right though, 7? Yeah. 6. Right. 6?
Playing with Snow.
I thought it was 8.
It's 8?
No, it's 6. Launchian, Ascension,
Oh, games. That's talking about cards.
Epic Spell Wars, King of Tokyo.
No, I thought you were talking about cards. I was like, wait a minute, like, you're throwing me off.
You said you had to memorize 6 games.
I do have to memorize 6 games.
Oh, it's the one-handed deal. Very nice.
Look at that. Did I count the right number of cards though? I did not. 2, 4, 6, and a.
Been amazing first try.
Very good.
It would have been. Okay. So, whenever you are ready, wizards, you may get your spell ready. Once I see all of you guys are ready, I will tell you guys to lay it face down with all the cards being separated. We then go by spells or card numbers, then spell speed. And if they're still a tie, die rolls.
Essentially, basic rules of the game. You got to first player to 2 last wizard standing tokens wins. You get a last wizard standing token by, well, it's pretty self-explanatory. Destroying the other wizards. Blood is going to let you give a power effect from the card. You can play 3 different. Your
spell speed, everybody.
It's a wild card.
Play 3 different. You can play a spell.
13.
You go first.
Comprised of 3 different components.
Grits, glow balls, cashed in, bitch witch.
Nice. So left to right.
Left, first person, I deal 3 damage to you. Then we gain a treasure because it's gain a treasure, and then each foe without. Sorry.
No, all good.
Okay. And then each foe without a treasure gains 1.
You guys may all flip them and reveal and say what they do.
I get 1 additional blood each time I slay a foe.
At the start of each turn, steal 1 blood from any 1 foe.
Okay. All right, each time a foe draws a dead wizard card, roll 1 die. If you roll a 5 or 6, heal 1 HP.
Okay, and then foe with the most blood, since they're tied.
You choose.
I will choose the foe on my left, here, Dylan. And I get to roll 3 dice because I have 3 arcane spells.
Correct. 11.
11, and it deals 3 damage, and I get to keep. And you lose 2 blood, but
I got 1.
And your cards stay on until the end of the round.
I get to keep it, so I'm going to set it back there.
They actually stay with you just in case. Some cards may affect that.
All right.
Oh no, sorry, it was you next.
Okay. I have Visha Vendasmack's Mother Forking Land Shark. Add 1 card to my hand, and I should have planned better for that. Sorry.
Still in the game.
That's
Great,
fine.
great tactic.
My bad, guys, my bad. All right, so now it's Visha Vendasmack's Mother Forking Sparkling Land Shark. So that was that one. Take the standee, give it to a foe who didn't already have it. Deal 3 damage to that foe.
Okay, I just want to make sure you give it to him.
To him, correct.
All right.
Deal 1 die of damage to a random foe. Sorry, buddy.
Okay, that one.
So 6 more to you?
No, you have to determine the random foe first.
I did. I said, sorry, buddy, and pointed to him.
Deal 1 damage to a random foe. So you can't choose him. You have to
roll.
You have to somehow figure out how do you want to determine randomness. Do you want to do odds and evens? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Sure, odds and evens.
So it's hitting you for
3
damage.
And then the foe with the standee, I only get to roll 1. So that is 2 damage, and you have to give me your standee.
All right.
Thank you.
Good.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. All right, so I have Dr. Gravelover's Attack-a-Lanche Wild Magic.
So we're going to keep flipping until we find a delivery. Goldilocks, Burn Zerking, Pimped Imps. That's a good card.
Imps. All right. So first, take the standee. So I will take the standee. Deal 1 damage to the foe on your right, 2 damage to the next foe on their right, and 3 damage to the foe on their right until I've damaged each foe once. So just the 2 damage to her as well. And then for the Pimped Imps, the target is the weakest foe, which I believe is you. So take 1 die there. All foes heal 1 HP.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks, man. That's the round. Okay, get rid of your spell, and then how many cards are right here? And how many cards does each person need?
I need
4.
3. Oh, hang on, I have to give him a creature.
What'd you
4.
say? Yes,
Thank you.
you do get to keep the Bitch Witch. How many cards?
I need 3.
I need 3 as well, sir.
Remember, that will not be added to your spell as a spell speed. It is just an extra added card.
Yes, sir.
Whenever you guys ready, you guys may start choosing your 3 spells.
And I'll steal 1 blood from Ronnie.
He has no blood to steal, so...
Oh, I thought you had the 1 there. Oh, okay.
No, I didn't. That's when I slay a foe.
Oh, okay.
Now stop staring at Dr. Gravelover. Everyone ready? Okay, put your spell in front of you. Okay, spell speed for you 2.
Mine is 1.
I forgot to look. Mine is 13.
You're first then.
Okay, so Bacon is the Butcher's Land Shark. Heal 1 HP for all creatures in play, so that'd be 2.
2, yeah.
And then target the foe with the standee. And I get to roll 2.
7.
7 is 2 damage, and I take your standee. Thank you.
Okay. I have Mooch the Magic Muzzler's Hand of God.
Last part.
Bitch Witch.
There you go.
Sorry about that. Each foe that has acted this round must give me 1 blood. And if you have not acted, you take 2 damage.
Excellent.
Foe with the most treasure. I will target you. I get 3 dice.
Yep.
14. 7 damage.
That kills me.
Ouch.
Okay, you gain 3 blood.
Plus additional.
Correct. And then right now you get this. It does say resolve now, so what happens?
Gain 2 blood. If you're the first wizard killed this game, gain an additional 2 blood.
So you gain 4 blood total.
Blood.
I get the last wizard token, correct?
Correct.
And then foe with the most blood, I'll choose you.
8.
6.
6.
Oh, 6, sorry.
2 damage and you lose 1 blood.
I have no blood.
Okay, that's the round. Okay, everyone discard your cards, get new ones. But first, you are still dead.
Yes. Zaporama. Oh, I'll read it out loud?
Is it resolved now?
No, I'm sorry, no.
No, it's still face up, but like, if
Okay.
anyone wants to know what it does, you may feel free to ask.
All right.
Okay.
How many cards does this person get?
I need 2.
I add the top card of the main deck to my first spell next.
I think he needed 2 as well.
2.
No creatures were kept, correct. Oh, and this...
Oh, sorry.
No, yeah, because you were killed right away, and then also your hand.
That was crazy because Dylan is already dead. He literally got wizard stomped on. But that is not a bad thing in this game because for every round that goes through that he is dead, he will collect a dead wizard card, inevitably making him
brutal.
more and more
Powerful.
That's the word that I was.
In the next round when he comes back to life, in a weird ritualistic thing.
We're like super sweet. Like his will is just really awkward. Like it says like, each day I'm dead. Can you just like give me like a new gravestone? Wow. Okay, spread out your cards now. Spell speed.
16.
You're first. 7.
Reveal.
80 gauge Deez's clonalizing Tentacler. I take the standee. If I'm taking it from a living one, I can do 3 damage to a different foe. So I assume I cannot do it.
Correct, because the different foe is already dead.
All right. Choose either 2 damage to each foe with even or 3 damage to each foe with odd. If I have the standee, do first. Do both, even first and then odd. So no one's even.
I'm
so
odd.
3
So
damage.
3.
And then 1 foe with no creatures in play. That's you. I get 3 dice.
17.
3 damage. And I steal your treasure.
Snap.
You're up.
All right. See if I can recover from that. I have Tongo, Volcanoes, Autoerotic, Rock, and Roller. So give my strongest foe 1 blood if I have any, which I don't, and then deal 1 die of damage. So 2. Deal 1 damage to you.
Okay.
And then my strongest foe, I get to roll 2. 2 damage. 2 is 1 damage.
1 damage.
Yep.
14.
2 is 1 damage. That is. Yes. Okay, we're all done. Discard your cards.
Okay.
Okay. You are still dead.
I'm going to trigger my treasure.
Okay.
Nothing.
And then, how many cards? 3, right?
Yep.
3 as well.
0 for me, please. Trying to quit.
Is the afterlife treating you well right now in your little wizard world?
You know, it's better than one would think. So.
Also, just in case this game does somehow get long, because you never know, there is an hour time limit from that point on. We will then do finish that spell round, see if anyone gets that last minute points, and then the game will end. Don't worry, you guys will have plenty of time to know when that is happening.
Sure.
All right.
Thank you.
Right now, you guys still have about 15 minutes left.
50?
Yeah, 50, like 3.
Okay.
You guys 20-minute warning, 10-minute warning, 5-minute warning, and then called.
Nice.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Or dead.
Okay, reveal your spell, please. At least face down.
Sorry.
1, 2, 3.
2.
You are first then, automatically.
Let's see what order I have it. The Pain Demon's Facula. Roll 2 dice and use 1 dice to deal damage to the foe on your left, and use the second die to damage yourself unless you have the standee or pay 1 blood. I have the standee. I'll deal 5 to you, man. And then strongest, I'm going to pay, do I pay now?
Yes, you pay first.
I'll pay to keep. And then 2 dice, strongest foe. 4 damage.
3, 4.
Okay.
All right. Let's have a wild.
Okay.
Pollinating Baron Squirlington.
Okay, so let's keep finding until we find a delivery. Hey, it is the Sly Rollers.
So the Sly Rollers pollinating Baron Squirlington. All right, so roll 1. I draw a treasure.
Yes.
Which says reroll any ones you roll with power dice. Pollinating, reveal cards from the main deck until you find a creature, add it to your spell.
Goldilocks. Rock and Roller appears.
Alright, so my target is the foe with the most blood. I get 2.
7.
Gives you 2 damage. And then I only get 1 for this one. It's a 3, you take 1.
Okay, make sure that's all those spells rolled. Okay, discard your spells, you get to keep Facula. And the Deadlands love you very much.
I'm going to trigger my treasury.
3.
Yes.
And then 2. Your graveyard looks very lovely.
It feels very, I don't know, very spectacular to have such memories about me and my long life as Skullzar.
Those 2 are his tombstones, aren't they?
I think so. It looks like looks like it. Yeah.
It was destiny.
Right. Yeah.
Sorry.
No problem.
All right.
I mean, in the last bit of rounds of at least the first round, last bit of rounds of the first round.
Right.
Is that okay? So reveal your spell for all the cards. 2 to 3, you go first.
Inferno Lucky, Carnivorous Clowns, Fracula. Each foe must roll 1 die. The high roller gains 1 blood and then takes damage equal to their roll.
Oh.
I'm dead.
4 damage. So you're dead. You still get the 1 blood still.
Okay.
No, the 1 blood.
Oh.
The blood token.
Okay, you gain the 3 blood.
3
for
plus
killing.
1 from my.
Correct, that's 4.
So go to 7.
Okay. And that is round. Okay, and then before we start the next round, you do get a Dead Wizard card. Does it say resolve now, or is it for next round?
Keep this card in front of you.
Okay, perfect. So, next round, everyone loses all their treasures, all their cards in their hands. You gain another 2 last person standing tokens because there you are, because you both killed the last person and were the last person standing. And what does your guys' Dead Wizards do, so I know what to do for the first bit of the round?
Keep this card in front of you until you make a power roll with a creature. Add 1 die to that power roll.
And then for you?
I have 2 Zaporamas, which when you resolve your first spell next game, add the top card of the main deck to your spell. If it's a wild magic card, put it in your hand and add the next card. Then a Hounds from Hell. Keep this card in front of you until you make a power roll with a creature. Add 1 die to that power roll.
Okay, so you'll get the top 2 cards out of your spell for your turn. And then you have nothing, so time for next round. No. Wow, I did 2 hands and
just messed you all up.
That's right.
Yeah. There we are. Ooh, so close. And then the standee goes back where it belongs, belonging to the table itself. Okay, make your spell, wizards.
So, saw 2 people die, that automatically gives someone the last standing token. 1 more and you win the game. So, just because you're dead though, like you said earlier on, you keep getting a you get a Dead Wizard card. As we see, Ronnie, I believe, was the one who won that, gets that last standing wizard token. And now he just needs 1 more. So now it's going to be interesting to see if Tana and Dylan are going to be the ones to prevent him from winning and team up against him. So interesting to see how the second game is. People are more powerful with this Dead Wizards card, especially Dylan, who racked them up pretty nicely.
Right. That is absolutely correct. Again, this game kind of gives you a chance to really balance it. If you're just sitting there, you're not like obsolete. You're doing things. You're collecting cards that are going to make you much more powerful. One thing to be noted, we haven't seen a lot of it, is who determines how it is determined that you go first in this game, which is a big deal. If you have, if you're the first one to initiate damage, and that's due to your initiative on your delivery, right?
Yes.
Or how many, we start with how many cards you have. And what I was gonna say that we haven't seen a lot of is technically you can put your cards down in a stack. You can put your hand over them if you wanna be a not nice person. And then you reveal how many cards are played.
None. Give yourself 3 HP. And between you two, spell speeds, please.
That is 5.
9.
You are first.
All right. Tungo, Volcanoes, Wild Magic, Bung Burner.
Okay, we are looking for a middle. That is not Mr. Newcomb. That is not Wild Magic. Yep, Harvesting.
All right. So give your strongest foe 1 blood if I have any. So that's
you.
And then deal 1 damage of 6.
6.
Take the standee. Deal 1 damage to each foe for every dead wizard there are. If no dead wizards, gain 2 blood. So I gain 2. And then foe with the most blood is Ronnie again. Get 2. 10. 4 damage, Ronnie. I get to keep that
your
one.
dead wizard card goes away.
Oh, I didn't even use it.
Luckily, you didn't need to.
All right, Dr. Gravelovers, Even, Steven, Bob.
And we had the top 2 cards.
We had 2 cards.
Wiz, Steve,
Steve's. Yep.
And Bob.
And Bob again. All right. So.
You can just choose order.
Okay. We'll do Dr. Gravelovers first. I'll grab the standee, and I'll pay 1 blood to damage each foe for each last wizard standing token in play.
That's 3 damage to each of you.
It says 2 damage to each foe for each.
You guys take another 3 damage.
Yes. All right. And then Wiz Sleeve Steves, deal 1 damage to any foe. I'll go ahead and hit you, Tana.
Okay.
Even Steven rolled 2 dice. Deal damage equal to the lowest result to a foe of your choice. So I'll deal 4 damage again to Tana. And then a couple of Bobs here. Foe with the most blood. So that is going to be...
you get 3 dice. Plus your extra dice for your power roll.
So do I get 4 dice?
Oh, 4 dice.
So 5 total dice then?
Yeah, so take 4, and then we'll calculate, and then you'll add 1 more die.
All right, good deal.
6, 7, 8. Roll 1 of those dice.
Not a 1. Okay.
14.
14. So it is 4 damage and steal 1 blood from you.
All right.
And then, so that's the first Bob. From the second Bob, I'll just get 4 dice, right? Because the House from Hell is resolved.
Yeah, and this all goes away.
Yeah, so. All right, and that's still you with the most blood, so.
7, 8, 10.
10. All right, so 4 more, and I steal another piece of blood from you. And I guess I get 3 blood for
killing, plus the 1 blood from Bob.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And then here's being dead.
All right.
That's the round of the cape. Put away all your cards. Anyone kept any monsters except for Bung Burner?
Oh, sorry.
Did not keep Bob.
Yeah, you keep Bob. How many cards does this person need?
I need 3.
I'll need 3. Sorry.
And then you got your last return? Perfect. Yes?
Yeah. Yep.
I'll take the whole deck.
Yep. You're still dead, though. So
resolve now. Still eat 1 blood from each wizard.
You both lose 1 blood. You gain 2. How's the afterlife treating you?
Oh, that's wonderful. You're taking a little break, resting the voice, you know.
Casting spells can be very tedious on the throat.
Yes, sir.
Being dead is a great way to get that throat back to where it was. Unless you're with Dr. Gravelover.
Yeah. That's kind of scary at that moment.
Yeah.
And also a crime, I think, in all 50 states.
It is.
What?
The conversation.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm in the game.
I was like super in. And I'm back.
It's 18 plus, it's fine. Yeah.
We're talking about being with Dr. Gravelover is a crime in all 50 states.
Yes, yeah, there's that. Yeah.
All right. I apologize here.
It actually fits my character. Rigor mortis.
Okay, so
I gotta
one,
go.
2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Spell speed, please.
10.
20.
You're up first with that 20.
Man.
All right, so Visha Vindasmax, Inflammerating Fart Night Bung Burner.
Oh.
Sounds fun.
That's, yeah.
That sounds like terrible.
That's a pain.
So I get to add 1 card from my hand. Do I need to read the whole thing over?
I mean, yes. It is.
All right. Wiz Sleeve Steve's Visha Vindasmax, Inflammerating Fart Night Bung Burner. So deal 1 damage to any foe.
One.
That was my one that I did here. Player with a standee takes 4 damage. Foe of my choice, so I get 3 dice for that one.
Correct.
More than
12.
10, so 4 damage, and I get to keep this one.
Actually, no.
Nope, sorry.
It's
sorry.
only for a 1
to 4. This one. Foe with the most blood.
Oh,
that's 2 dice.
Yeah, you have to re-roll with 2 dice, please.
So 7. 3 damage.
All right.
And that is my turn.
Nothing was kept. Your turn.
All right. I have Raw Hydras, Woodstocky, Cockatrice with 2 sides of Bob.
Sounds.
So, deal 3 damage to your strongest foe. Yeah. So that Woodstocky, discard up to 3 non-primal cards from your hand. Heal 1 HP for each card you discard. So I'm discarding 2 of those. Then Cockatrice. I will need 3 dice for that. 12, so 4 damage. And then foe with the most blood. I roll 2 of these. 9 deals 1 damage. It steals 1 blood from you. And then another Bob.
I'm dead.
4 damage, steal 1
That's
blood.
it.
She has no blood to steal, though.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm
Sorry.
dead.
Perfect. And gain 3 blood for killing someone.
Okay.
Here's your last resort of being
Thank
dead.
you.
All right. Need all our creatures and, and my hand.
Perfect. And then what's your guys' activations? Looks like Zaporama, so you get the top card, and you get an extra die roll for your first creature. And then you get 2 more last word standing tokens.
Thank you.
And because we're going to get these blood tokens are going to be considered last word standing tokens because we actually don't have enough.
Wow.
There's too many points going around.
I guess, Justin, the moral of the story is
next round.
If you got a whole lot of Bobs.
You do get a
Yeah, you can turn into Robert.
It will be whoever wins.
Or you win a round and get a last wizard standing token.
Dylan absolutely destroyed that. Ronnie didn't even get to play because of all the dead wizard cards he'd accumulated the turn before, or the from the previous round.
That's what he gets for winning, right?
That's what. Yeah, that's what you lose to win, basically. So it'll be interesting to see now that they both have a last wizard standing token, who can maybe take this match.
Not just grab cards and magically know.
Yeah, this could easily end right now, or this next coming game.
I mean, for me, just watching the fact that he had 5, he basically had 2 full spells out on the table before anyone else had even played.
Yeah.
And you can't, there's nothing you can do to stop that.
You can't defend.
Tana tried.
Yeah, there's no really any cards that make you stop spell.
Right, well, you can sacrifice a creature, which is one thing, you know,
could,
if
but
you
when
got a
you start
creature
right away.
Yeah, you can't even get a creature
do
out.
anything, yeah.
So I just felt bad for I felt bad for Ronnie. He just kind of had to sit there and take it on the chin.
Yeah.
That's not.
Let's see how it bounces back right here. That's the importance of you go first. Do you sacrifice a card, throw 2 out there to go first, or do you just hope you have a high initiative and kind of play that way out? Because we saw it right there. Dylan gets to go first and takes out Ronnie right away. Just shows the importance of the order of things that
T.O. Turn order.
Exactly.
Terrell Owens. Turn order.
Try
T.O.
them out, yeah.
So we'll see. Right now, Standy's in the middle of the table as they are figuring out what spells, how they're going to compile their components. Oh, look at that alliteration. Gosh, it's almost like I said the word ampersand. Anyway, it's going to be interesting to see what happens here. And a whole lot of blood. Tana's got a whole lot of blood. So, and so does Ronnie, I believe. It's kind of hard to see. We don't have a shot of that count. We'll get it for you in a sec as they think about what spells to play. Do you have a different, and for maybe our first timers, if you pair up a spell, if it's 3 cards, 2 cards, or 1 card, depending on how many matching glyphs you have in that spell, that's that little indicator on the lower left side, determines how many dice you roll. Justin, do you have a favorite glyph you like to play?
I like primal. I like primal creatures.
Primal creatures.
Yeah.
Good call.
Before we reveal, I am terrible at my job apparently because I just realized I forgot to introduce you guys. So, so Skullzor, who are you being played by?
Dylan from Neverland Games.
Nice. And then playing Riggy Mortis, the Bone Lynch.
I'm Ronnie from Gamers Guild, North Carolina.
Love it. And then playing Granny Fluffer Butter, the sweetest witch, is being played by
Tana from Gamers Guild in North Carolina.
Nice. I love we have 2 swords we represent here. Excellent. Okay. So now that we have that settled, my bad on that. Starting with you because you have the 2-card spell.
All right, great. I have Burning Bangers Bung Burner.
Oh.
So, choose one, either take the standee and deal 1 damage to each foe, or deal 3 damage to a foe who does not have the standee. I'll pay 3 blood to do both, so I will pay 3 blood to, I guess, deal 1 damage to each, and take the standee, and then also deal 3 damage to Ronnie. Okay. Then Bung Burner, foe with the most blood.
That is still hit.
Yes, so I will take 2 dice. And 11 to do 4 damage and keep the Bung Burner.
Okay. Spell speeds, my friends.
17.
20.
You're first.
All right. Baconus the Butcher's Gifty Fart Night. So heal 1 HP for each creature in play. That's 2. Add a delivery card from my hand to my spell. So now it's Baconus the Butcher's Gifty Fart Night Tentakiller.
Which one do you want to use first?
I get choices. It doesn't matter. So I get 3.
Correct.
All right. I am going to target the foe of my choice, which will be for this one.
Okay, make sure.
You?
4.
It's got a 4. 1 damage, but I get to keep it. And then no creatures in play. It's got to be Ronnie. And I still got 3. 11. So 3 damage. And still a treasure, but you don't have 1.
No treasure steal.
Okay, I'm going to use my Zaporama.
I
to add a spell to Sir Mix a Little's Nonchalant Spider Monkey. And then I have to add a spell. Ooh. Grambling.
Grub-diddling.
Grub-diddling.
Come on.
I do apologize. I'm sorry. Sorry. Sir Mix-a-Littles, choose a card type, source, quality, or deliver. Each player passes all cards of that type from their hands to the left and then takes damage equal to the number of cards passed to them.
So which one are you choosing?
Quality.
Okay.
I have 1.
So everyone put your cards face down, and I'm just going to do a quick hand check to make sure that you guys indeed are passing all your qualities. It's to your left, correct?
Yes.
So then, yeah, that goes in. Can we just see your hand real quick?
Sorry.
No, good. That was it, yeah, 12 and 8. Yep. Yep. And then let's walk over here. Yep.
We take 1 damage, or a damage for each.
Yeah, each card you receive, you take 1 damage for, correct?
For each you receive?
Or receive.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
sorry.
receive.
Okay.
I'll take 2. Roll 1 die and gain that much blood. If I roll a 4 or less, the weakest foe heals that much HP. 4. So I guess you heal 4.
I heal 4. How much do I heal? I'm sorry.
4.
Okay.
The foe on my list must give me an arcane card from their hand or give you one of their treasures.
So since you have no treasures, you must give them an arcane card.
I do have an arcane card. So.
And then Spider Monkey, the foe on my right. I get 4 dice.
15.
4 damage. I get 1 blood and keep him.
I don't have any blood.
No, I gained a blood.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. Gained a life, not a blood.
Okay, everyone's resolved. Excellent. So keep the cards out that you kept. Discard the rest. And then.
Sorry.
Oh, good. That was. It went like perfectly there. How many cards does each person receive?
I need 2 more.
I need 2 as well.
5? 7, right? Altogether?
Yeah. I'll have to reshuffle. Whenever you're ready, start making your spell, and then once you guys are done, LC, I will have you guys reveal or tell me your spell speeds.
Oh, shoot.
Spread out your spell. So you are first as you only have 2.
Moochie, the Magic Misslers, Hand of God, Spider Monkey. Each foe who's active this round must give me 1 blood, or each foe that hasn't takes 2 damage.
I'll take 2.
Foe with the most treasure, they're tied, I'll choose him. 3 dice.
Oh, nice.
14.
Take 7.
I can have him
Yes, you
take the
can.
damage.
Bung Burner absorbs the damage.
And then foe on my right. 9. 2 damage.
And then spell speeds.
Is 3.
16.
You go first.
All right, so Gonzo, Shroompuss, Gifty, Carnivorous Clowns.
Have a good Fortnite.
Oh, Fart Night. Roll 1 die and heal that much.
6.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, you're at 12.
Okay. Add a delivery card from my hand. So now it's Gonzo, Shroompuss, Gifty, Carnivorous Clowns, Fart Night, Jelly Square. Foe with the most creatures in play.
That's him.
Alright, so I just get 1 dice.
Oh. 6.
Kill your creature and then do 3 damage.
I don't have a creature.
Well, it just goes away right away.
Right. Okay.
Oh, well, you choose. Do you want to get rid of Hand of God or Spider Monkey from the field?
I don't care. That's that one, yeah.
3 damage.
Yes. And that was, now this one, so I get 2. Oh, was I supposed to pick who I was doing it for before?
Yeah.
Alright, well, you. 5 is 2 damage.
So wait, you need to roll again.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
this time before the results.
Alright, well, same thing. 9 is 2 damage.
Right.
And then the foe on my left, I'll only get 1 now, is 2 damage.
Alright.
You are now up.
So I have Mr. Nukion Fusions, Engraven Mechasatana. Alright, so deal 2 damage to the foe on my right. Discard any number of cards from my hand that are of the same type. Deal damage equal to the number of cards discarded to a foe of your choice. I'm going to discard 2 deliveries, and then...
I thought the type was the...
No.
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
No, yeah. Source quality delivery.
Okay.
Sorry. Yep. Then deal damage equal to the number of cards discarded. I'm going to pay 4 blood to double that damage.
Okay.
Only you. you gain 3 blood.
Okay.
And then, even though this was last round, that you may still affect the game.
Yep, I gained 4 blood.
You're a very bloody dead wizard.
Yeah.
Target the weakest foe. I need 2 dice.
And then you get this.
Oh, yes.
And here's your choice.
8, deal 2 damage, and I take 1 damage.
That's the round. Scoop your hands that did not keep.
I gain 1 blood for having the standee.
Correct. How many cards is this person receive?
I need 5.
4.
So Ronnie out again, and it's coming down to Tana and Dylan. Tana's big, I mean, perhaps the demise of Ronnie was playing that nonchalant card where he rolls 1 die and gains that much blood, where he didn't. He actually inadvertently healed Dylan, and Tana playing some shroom piss, some shroom puss, some gonzo shroom puss. You know, when you play the shroom puss, you get healthy. Yeah. So she actually rolled that 6, which I think is, you know, essentially saved her wizardly life.
We're almost looking at this game that it's almost better for Dylan to die first. Got all those dead wizard cards. Really helped him last game, and he's taking control of this game right now.
If you die first and die early and die well, you end up.
You could die well.
You end up in a good position. It'll be interesting to see who comes out on top here between Dylan and Tana.
Pimped Imps. So first, deal 2 damage to strongest foe. So, and then I will pay 3 blood to add a random card from my hand to the spell. So it's 3 blood.
Okay, so I'll take the random card.
Okay.
It'll be this one.
Okay.
You'll add lowballing.
Double lowballing. So, so foe of my choice who does not have a treasure draws a treasure. Then deal 2 damage to each foe with a treasure. So repeat.
But it is.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Then repeating that, nobody gets a treasure because everyone has, all foe has a treasure.
No,
I thought everybody would treasure took 2.
And then the next deal 2 damage to each foe with treasure. Yeah.
Okay.
And then finally Pimped Imps. That is, so I need 4 dice. Target the weakest foe. And
14.
5 damage. And each other foe heals 1.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. Your turn.
Sir Mix-a-Little, Cloneslings, Baron Squirlington. So choose a card type and pass. Let's do delivery.
Okay. And then let me see your hand once you're done putting your cards face down to pass over.
Is that everyone that?
Yes, everyone.
We just pass, left.
Just a check. Okay. Here's real quick. Okay. Pass them over. You take 2, you take 1.
And then foe with the most blood. I just get 1. It is 2 damage.
Oh, and sorry, you forgot to do cloning.
I thought that was the one.
No.
Oh, sorry. My bad. 2 damage to each foe with even. Do you have even or odd before that last part?
I had even.
All right, so 2. Sorry.
Yeah.
And then take the other 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, he already took it.
He had already took those.
Okay, that's it. Scoop those hands. I'll give you the last card in the deck.
Thanks.
And I will need 3 cards.
And how many more cards do you need?
3.
You're still dead.
Oh man, 4 less cards.
Whoever wins this is going to be so hurting.
See you at the tournament.
That's right. Yeah.
I want record of whoever wins. If you ever come to the series again, I have to have proof that you did indeed play another game.
And lied. Took 4 less cards.
Okay, so how many more did you get? I'm sorry?
I need 3. Thank you.
And then for you?
I need 3 as well.
Okay. Whenever you are ready, start making your spell, and then I will tell you when to reveal. So what store are you from again?
Gamers Guild.
Gamers Guild. How is that store?
It's very fun, great time. You know, great people.
It's the best store.
Yeah, it is the best store.
Every store is the best store. In my opinion, every store is the best store.
Except for ours, it really is the best.
Yes,
Judge, I have a question about this card.
Yes.
If I pay the blood, does that take the place of the above thing, or does that do it in addition to?
Takes it in place of it.
Place of it, okay.
Gamerscope, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to like answer because of their when Lee's talking to them on the phone, because sadly I would love to visit every single store we have, but that's literally hundreds of stores that it's impossible to visit. But I'm glad that they have at least awesome players. It looks like and are doing well.
Yeah, one of our players have already won and won an Ascension.
That's what I love to hear. I love anyone here. Okay, so spare your cards.
1.
Okay, you're automatically first.
All right. Inflammerating. The player with the standee takes. I'm going to pay 6 blood to. So that's all of my blood. So the effect is the player with the standee takes 8 damage. So I will take 8 damage on the 2, and then the players to my left and right each take 4 damage. So
that kills me.
Just enough to kill you.
Yep.
And then you take, of course, the last 2 blood blasphemy tokens.
Sure. Oh yeah, I got it.
And thus,
okay.
From looking at this, you are the winner after the 3 games. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Good job.
Yep,
Great job. You beat the odds and beat both Gamers Guild players to be the outstanding champions.
It's very simple
at
as
least
that.
At the end of the day, I hope you guys at least
Simple
enjoyed
as
playing the
that.
games throughout the day, or at least played during the regionals. Hopefully that was fun for you guys to do. Yeah. Excellent. Love hearing that. I'm really glad you guys came out. I know sometimes it's hard for people to drive on a weekend, but we really appreciate you guys coming out. We want to make this bigger than ever, and at least the way I saw you guys playing, you guys seem to have a great time, and that's what we want to showcase, and hopefully you guys actually did have indeed a great time while playing.
Excellent time playing games.
Excellent. That's what I love hearing.
All right.
Yeah, keep supporting you guys' local store. Keep having fun. We're going to be doing this again next year. New games and everything going on. Yep. You have a question? No.
Simple as that, man.
Simple as that. I mean, accumulating all of those dead wizard cards was just too powerful to overcome, especially when it took such a long first game to get rid of all of the opponents. So that's why he got so many cards. That's why he was so powerful at the start of turn 2, which meant he eliminated people so quickly that they really couldn't accumulate those dead wizard cards to get in a position of power.
And look at that last move,
for game
too.
3.
He only played 1 card, automatically goes first, but smart, because he played that card, realizes, all right, I'm going to take that damage myself. I'm still going to be alive, but it's also going to inflict 4 damage to the person on my left. Tana's was at 3, gets 4 down. He's the winner. So smart move with that. Tips that for people watching. If you know you have just 1 move that you need to make to win, don't play the 3 cards. Play that 1 card to get yourself to start first and in the game right there.
Turn importance is of the utmost in that game. To me, the big turning point was actually in that last game when Ronnie played the nonchalant and did not roll above a 4, which is such a risky play. To roll above a 4 is really hard in dice. Like, that's a tough thing. So he automatically healed Dylan, putting him back at full health, which when you know that he's the other person that has the last wizard standing token, you know, it was just a risky play, and that turned out
almost
to be
like a nonchalant move for him on that.
What do you
aspect.
Yes. That was an awesome game, though. Great Epic Spell Wars. Good to see it. Cryptozoic doing fantastic things with their games. They've got plenty. Check out their website. We really enjoy it. Yes. Oh, the one thing that I thought was lacking a little bit, and I would encourage our other players to play. Yeah, you have to say it. Like when you say Gonzo Shroompusses, say Gonzo Shroompusses.
But be excited. Give it a voice. You got to take the take of your character. Become your character, Sir Kitty Purrington. You got to. What would Sir Kitty Purrington sound like?
Sir Kitty Purrington. Yeah. I don't know. I can't do it well. But what we can do well here at Unrivaled is tabletop. Not only do we have this competition, we had an in-game competition. We'd like to announce our winner. Our in-game competition had to do with Epic Spell Wars. We said to create the best. Yeah, you said it. Create the best Epic Spell Wars character. And congratulations to Fizzman317 on Twitch. He came up Alpaca. Furry Lord of the Dance. And
I can get behind it.
I can get on top of it because alpaca rides are the best. Wow, that sounded weird. Congratulations to Fizzman. That was a fantastic. We actually do these competitions every week. So next week in New York, you can, if you're tuned in, just play. It's a blast. If you're not actually at the venue, you can play our online competition and take home $40 store credits. What else can we say, Justin?
Well, we got King of Tokyo coming up next. I'm excited to see that. Give me some dice rolling, some Kings, some Tokyos.
All of those things.
All of those things are going to be in there for sure.
Last week we had that father-son duo, Cole and his dad, but it ended up being Chris was the winner with that big smash roll. So we'll see what happens this time, see what cards get played. I'm looking forward to it. Are you?
I am looking forward to it, but I want to hear what Dylan has to say first about his victory right there in Epic Spell Wars. I'm really interested to see how he thought about dying first.
Here's Dylan.
Take a look.
TV here with the winner of the Epic Spell Wars 2. So Dylan playing on Neverland Games. Sorry, I almost said Nevermore Games. Stuck with the game.
Right.
Yeah. So, all right. You talk smack going in, talk smack coming out. Sounds like you like to talk smack.
Hey, you know, when you're out there and you're in the middle of the game and your opponents are talking smack, you got to dish it back. So that's what's happening.
It was definitely fun to watch. I was Team Dylan going in, especially you rolled some dice, threw some words. I back it.
Hey, well, thank you, Christian. I appreciate your support, and it clearly has helped out. So.
All right, any plans for Vegas?
Well, I don't like to count my chickens before they're hatched, but when I win the $10,000, I mean, it's going to be some fun times. So.
You're going to buy a lot of copies of Predator. That's what I've heard.
Right, yeah. I mean, I might actually get a Predator suit with the money. I mean...
I like it. So, you think you're going to watch Predator before or after?
I feel like you're going to hold me accountable to it, so I should probably watch it before.
I'm going to see you in Vegas, so like there's a line, and I'm going to know if you watched it or not.
That's understandable, so I'll make sure it happens just for you. So.
Thank you so much, Dylan. Hey, coming back to Tim and Justin. All right, thank you guys for watching. See you next week.
A lot of Predator talk right there.
I love it.
Not sure where I stand on that.
Oh, where do you have to stand? It's Predator.
That's true.
It's an alien with dreadlocks. I mean, it doesn't get better than that. Wow, what a fun game. More fun games coming up. King of Tokyo next.
K-O-T.
You want to be the king? You got to roll for it. We'll see what happens. In the meantime, let's hear from two guys that know a whole lot about tabletop. Lights, camera, action, go, Justin!
What is going on?
Ah, special effects, lights, sound, Listen, we're only a couple weeks away from Vegas. People need to know how important these cards are. I was just trying to Bryan Singer it.
Just roll the title sequence.
I'm Tim.
I'm Justin. This is another episode of Game Changers. Great week last week.
It was crazy. Atlanta was crazy.
Yeah, there was a lot of energy. There was a lot of, per se, a lot of Battery Monsters, our Game Changer card of the week. Battery Monster essentially is you add 6 energy, put it on the card, and after every turn you get 2 energy from that, and once all the energy is off the card, you discard the card, so easy way to get energy.
Right, I love this card because it's better than Energize. I mean, for Energize, you pay 8 and get 9. This one, you're paying 3 and you're getting 6. Yes, it's prolonged over turns, but still, for my money, that's a better bargain, and I'm a bargain shopper when it comes to card play.
Energizer Bunny.
Have you ever been energized, Justin?
No.
Okay, good. Well, in my spotlight card this week is Alchemist from Villagers and Villains. Alchemist reads as follows. It's a citizen card. You spend 3 gold to get him. He gives you 1 gold every turn. On top of that, you can pay 1 gold to add 2 to a defense roll, and you can vend with him. This is such a versatile card. He also pairs with an apothecary. So amazing if you have to fight something like a dragon, which is 6 to defeat. If you sacrifice your angry mob and use your alchemist, you can guarantee yourself a win even with a 1, which means you're going to be, really piling up on gold. Plus, you've got a sweet mustache and a pony in your card pile.
Yeah, speaking of gold, you just got cursed with my income tax,
No!
my spotlight card of the week. So the income tax curse reads, discard 1 item of your choice. Every other player must now discard an item or items totaling at least that much. So if you discard an item for 500 gold pieces, that person has to discard up to 500 or they lose a level. So easy way to take out someone's big item and say, you're not that tough anymore, man.
Oh, I refuse to pay your income tax. I will keep my slimy armor. I've seen the Boston Tea Party. I know how this works.
What the heck?
I don't know. I'm sorry. This has been another episode of Game Changers. I'm Tim.
I'm Justin.
Challenge everyone.
everyone, I'm Quinn with Uma TV, and here is your quick Esports Now update. Blizzard dropped some huge news at Gamescom 2017. With a new character in Heroes of the Storm coming and a new map in Overwatch, Blizzard is going all in with new content for the fall and winter months. On the Overwatch side, a new animated short entitled Junkertown: The Plan was released and focuses on bandits Junkrat and Roadhog in the outback of their native Australia. This also comes on the heels of a new payload map entitled Junkertown. Blizzard is still unclear on when the map will hit servers, but Jeff Kaplan, the game's director, said it will be coming soon. The official map description is as follows. Junkertown is an escort map located in the harsh and unforgiving Australian outback. Blizzard's other announcement was for Heroes of the Storm. Blizzard has finally announced that Kel'Thuzad is coming. Players have waited over 2 years for the Lich character to join the fray, with his talents and role to be revealed Wednesday of this week. This adds to the long list of Warcraft heroes that have joined Heroes of the Storm. This also further confirms the leaked hero release list from a few months ago. So far, it has been spot on with the release of Stukov, Garrosh, and now Kel'Thuzad. If we are to believe the rest of the list is true, the hero released after Kel'Thuzad will be the StarCraft unit Firebat. PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds continues to break records before its release later this year. After an early Steam access in March, PUBG has taken the world by storm with over 5 million players and a record-breaking 500,000 concurrent players. It's the biggest for any non-Valve game. Today they broke another milestone with over 8 million copies sold. PUBG's online community has grown exponentially over the past few months, and insiders are predicting this could be one of the biggest hits of the year. Bluehole also responded to some fans on Twitter, essentially confirming that the shooter will never appear on PlayStation 4 and it will remain a Microsoft exclusive. They said, "We have expanded the partnership and will be working more closely with the Xbox team to launch on the console faster and will get more support." PUBG is still confirmed for a winter 2017 release date. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube for all of your latest esports news.
Las Vegas is home to Tabletop Championships in October, as the Unrivaled Tournament Series conquers the Strip with hundreds of players competing in 6 epic games. Ascension, King of Tokyo, Munchkin, Nevermore, Epic Spell Wars 2, and Villagers and Villains. All for the chance to win part of the $250,000 prize pool. It all takes place on October 27th and 28th in the Jubilee Theater starting at 5 o'clock. Join us in person or watch us live at umba.tv and check out unrivaled.com for a full schedule of events. Looking forward to seeing you there. Vegas, Vegas, Vegas. Oh man, I can't wait. Hey, okay, that was enough dancing. Are you pumped? I mean, October 27th through 29th?
Yeah.
Hey, can you tell them 1 second? I have to tie my shoe.
About what?
Just tell them about Vegas.
About Vegas. I thought you were making me.
No, tell them about Vegas.
Yes, Las Vegas, October 7th, 29th, Bally's Hotel, Jubilee Theater. We got the Jubilee Theater, man.
Shoe is all tied. Bally's and Jubilee, 6 games competing for tons and tons of cash. Oh, yeah. So it's going to be just wild.
And we're going to be there.
We're going to be there.
More importantly,
some special guests might be there.
Don't give it away too much.
I was just going to say the one person that's going to be there is going to be. You're supposed to stop me there. That was a test. You did not do well. Oh my gosh. Well, the 6 things that are definitely going to be there are 6 of our favorite games for 2017. King of Tokyo, Villagers and Villains, Epic Spell Wars, Munchkin,
Ascension.
Nevermore, Ascension. I did them all. I don't know how. Where were you for that? You got my back.
I was counting, man.
But we do want to know. We want to know what games you might want to see for 2018.
We're already on that book right there. We want to already on that book.
How can they do it?
Go on our social media or Twitter or Facebook, #UTS2018. Let us know what you guys want to play. Put our stuff in the hands of the people. We want to hear what you guys always want feedback. Very interesting games this year. We want to see what we can expand to next year.
Yeah, what's happening up in your little heads?
And what you guys liked about this year.
We'd love to hear some feedback about this year.
We can always get better.
In the meantime, though, we have one more champion.
Don't want to go too crazy.
Here in Chesapeake. Let's go find out who's going to be our King of Tokyo champion
I love me
at this regional.
Some Tokyo and Chesapeake.
Here we go. Rolling some dice, tossing some cards.
The board is slightly different than what you're used to. It's because for our shots and for also you guys as players, it makes it much easier to see. So we'll be working together, mostly with me doing all the tracking, to make sure that everyone's life totals are correct, everyone's points are correct. As you see, we have the extra tokens, we have the cool special little energy cubes, which are now actually energy symbols. Tokens for if you need them, extra S if we need them, cards, and of course your point trackers and your health trackers. Cool. We each have our monsters, so to start off with, let's introduce ourselves. We have on Cyber Kitty.
Oh, Zach from Event Horizon Games.
Nice, and then on Alienoid.
Elise.
From?
Sorry.
Jersey's Games and Comics.
Perfect. Okay, and then I'm guessing also let's do I guess Space Penguin next.
Oh, Space Penguin. My name's Justin, and I'm with Jersey's Games and Comics.
As well. Okay, and then finally on King.
I'm Joe. I'm from Gamers Guild in Fable.
That's the fourth, I think, Gamers Guild or fifth Gamers Guild that we have out of so far regionals. Awesomeness. So, to start off the game, as always, you guys will take actually all 8 dice because I've seen that with 6 dice, it doesn't really give the diversity for at least the first turn. So take all 8 dice, starting with Space Penguin, roll them in the dice tray, and whoever has the most claws will go first.
All right.
2 claws.
2.
Let's see.
Come on.
3.
3. Nice.
1. And when we finish off the numbers with 0, that's 2, 3, 1, 2. No, we finished with 3, so one more time roll, please.
Sudden death.
Dun dun. 1.
2.
Oh, 2. Nice. And that's why we work as a team to count stuff.
Yes, many eyes.
Yeah.
1.
There we go. I was all saying goose egg. Nope.
Okay. That's the 2 extra dice now as I throw stuff around. And Joe, you up first, so I'm going to share everything set up. Get those 3 cards for me, please. Thank you. Let's move these to the side. So we have Nova Breath, Shrink Ray, and
on the boards right there.
Justin, I'm Jazz. You already see Nova Breath out there.
To make sure that all the cards are followed correctly.
You just told me to take an Altoid.
The only stipulation is that if you guys forget to use a card, as in get extra bonuses.
So this game basically just rolling the dice, adding your smashes, healing, energy, buying cards.
Gelatinous cubes, first to 20 victory points, or first monster, all monsters to lose.
Right here is Joe rolls his first roll. Has a couple 3s. He's got an energy, a heart, a smash, and a 1. He's taking those 3s. You're gonna need a 3 of a kind to get points right there.
We do. You're gonna need one more 3, and again you get 3 rolls.
Second roll right there.
There's
another 3 with 2 smashes. Smash is not gonna do much right now. Last roll.
So that will be
add an energy. So 3 points and 2 energy. So good start for Joe right there.
Automatically be thrust into Tokyo. That is a great start, and here's why. Because you know, like you said, those smashes do nothing. So the fact that he got victory points out of there was great.
Which?
2.
There it is.
Don't have anything to do with it.
Not enough to buy anything.
To reset them.
2 to reset the board.
And I'll keep 2.
And he's not going to reset, so.
Doesn't the first person need to go into Tokyo? We're waiting for that.
Yes, the first person goes.
Gotta go in.
So
gotta go in.
Tokyo.
Joe. Joe in Tokyo. Joe in Tokyo. Right. We saw Nova Breath 2 weeks ago with Michael Y. Again, it was a huge card. Your smashes affect
just for the roll right
the
there. 2 1s. 2.
No need to collect those hearts, right?
As we see
because he is
right
fully
there.
Great at the moment.
Joe also got 1 point for going into Tokyo.
You think?
Justin on his 3rd roll right here. Ooh, a smash. 2 smashes.
Right. So King will be taking 2 damage, going from 10 to 8. You will be gaining 2 energy, and you are at full health, and the 3 does nothing.
Right.
King's down.
There we go. And Joe jetting out. Justin goes in, right? What's the strategy behind that? Usually with 4 players early on, you don't want to stay in Tokyo. Really, it's rough to get those 2 points. Usually mean taking a lot of damage.
All right, as we see Zach thrown in there, 2 2s, accompanied by a couple nonchalant rolls.
Double deuces.
And here's the second roll. Oh, there's another 2. His last roll is right here. Let's see what he got.
It is Space
Just an energy, so that's going to be 2 points for Zach, plus an energy and a smash.
You get 1 energy.
Thank you.
You decent roll for Zach right there.
Would you like to stay in Tokyo?
I will stay in Tokyo.
Okay. We got result cards. Would you do anything with that energy?
I think I'm good to go.
Okay. You're up next. Can you pass the dice over to her?
Of course.
All right, now Elise is getting ready to take her roll. First roll right there. 2 energies, a smash, 2 and a 1, and a heart.
What do you do early on, Justin, as we see 2 more energies roll? For me, I do what she does. I go energy heavy right away because you know there's not going to be a lot of damage being dealt.
You gain 2 hearts, can't do much.
Two hearts,
can't heal when you're at
can't
full.
do much.
Can't heal more than 10 unless you have an even bigger card. What are the effects that some certain cards have?
Well, they have effects.
There you
and
go.
even bigger is going to let you heal up to 12 if you've got it. And there you already see her take that first card. And tank, as we see tank on the board.
And we see Joe back with another roll. 3 smashes for Joe, accompanied by 2 2s and an energy. Not a bad roll. She's going to re-roll those 2s. It's a 2 and 1, not much there. Ooh,
So
nice.
So
gets those 3 smashes and energy.
Paw print.
And then a pretty decent roll.
Yeah.
1 energy. Would you like to stay in Tokyo?
I will stay in Tokyo.
So
I'm going to...
no victory points right now. Joseph leading with 4 victory points. Most guys, most people hanging around with the 8 as lowest health total with Joseph.
We see that tank on the board gives you a +4 star or for +4 for your victory points and -3 for your heart. So that's a great card if you can get yourself in a position to get close to 14, 15. That can really put you over the edge. Well, 15, that's 16 technically.
Ooh, a nice
I'm
roll
just saying
right
numbers
there.
at this point. There we
A
go, 2
smash for
energies and a
Justin.
smash.
Last roll right there, we see an energy.
So that
We
is
see 2 smashes, 3 energies. Not a bad roll for Justin right there.
All players take 2 damage, so that is Cyber King.
He's representing Jersey's
down to
comics
8.
and games
King
today.
goes down to 6.
Hey.
And then, would you like to do anything with that energy?
I will hold on to it for the moment.
And it says when I lose 2 hearts or more, I gain 1 energy.
So you do gain that 1 energy.
Ooh, a nice pickup right there by Elise.
Thank you.
And that is the end.
Cards coming into effect.
You're up.
That's it.
First roll by Zach.
2 2s, 2 hearts.
2 hearts, 2
energy, and a
2s.
1.
Good start. See what he does right here. Keeping the energy, going for his second roll.
Justin, that card you were talking about that Elise has is We're Only Making It Stronger. It's a keep card. It's cost 3. When you lose 2 heart or more, you gain 1 energy. So even though someone's taking away your lifeline, you're still getting that zapparoonie, which you need.
See Zach finish up right there with 3 2s, getting 2 points, but also 3 energy right there. Not a bad roll for Zach.
And Justin and Joseph are at 6 apiece, so that could be, you're starting to push the threshold of into danger.
Good word, threshold. I like that word.
Oh,
4 points.
is he going to take tank? Take tank.
So you go from 4.
Not to be confused with like
8.
a think tank.
So your up goes from 8 to 5.
Wow, that's great. Good move.
Oh, freeze time thrown out on the board.
Wow, some big cards. Freeze time, and you see that shrinking ray out there, essentially giving you the ability to lessen the amount of dice a player has.
Elise getting ready for her first roll. 4 smashes right there on the board.
Ouchie.
That allows her possibly attack 4 times, but she says, nah, fam.
She doesn't want them. She don't want them.
Interesting roll right there. Here's her last and final roll.
Okay, the last roll was
2 smashes, 2 hearts, so she can heal a little bit.
Up to 10, and she does 2 damage. That's big. Way to go, Elise.
Good
That is
good healing by Elise.
Would you like to stay in Tokyo?
Actually, I'll leave Tokyo.
She's going to leave Tokyo, so Elise is going to go into Tokyo, gain a point.
Welcome to Tokyo, and welcome to the Unrivaled tournament. Let's hear a little bit from her.
All right, hey, it's Christian here with Elise and Justin playing out of Jersey's Comics and Games, doing a double interview here because they're married and they're both at the final table of King of Tokyo. I'm going to start with Elise because ladies first. Do you think you have what it takes to beat your husband?
I think so, yeah.
All right, I think she was being nice. Do you think you have what it takes to beat your wife?
I think she has what it takes to beat me.
Good answer. Good answer. All right, so how's the car ride home going to be after the match? Can you already anticipate that? Say Elise wins.
If Elise wins, I'll be in tears, most definitely.
And then if Justin wins?
I'll be very sad.
So what about if one of you wins? Does that mean both of you are going to go to Vegas?
We'd both be pretty happy, I think. So.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Is there a favorite character that you have in the game?
I like the alien.
Okay. How about yourself?
I personally like the Robo Bunny.
Robo Bunny? Robo Bunny? Nice. Nice. All right. And then maybe I don't want to talk strategy because you're both standing next to me. So I'll try to be quiet in the mic. Say, Elise, do you like to hang out and just kind of let people battle it out, or do you go for the jugular right away?
Yeah, and collect some victory points, and yeah.
All right. So she can't hear you. What about yourself, Justin?
Strategy?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Hang back, or do you like to go for Tokyo and take it on?
I think you should go for Tokyo right off the start.
Yeah, let them know you mean business. All right. Elise, Justin, thank you very much for this interview. I look forward to watching you guys on the stream.
Hey, Tim, I got a question for you.
Yes, Justin.
If you won, would you take me with you to Vegas?
Absolutely not.
Okay, let's go back to the game. Give me a little salt right there. Okay.
Did you see that four smash that Justin has? It's interesting to see, because now you kind of know that there's maybe an alliance out there on the board for one of those two to go to Vegas, because the other one can ride along in the suitcase.
Exactly.
You know.
Yes, because I'm not ashamed.
Oh, okay.
What is he going to do?
I'm a bit low on health. So
Wow! And he pulls all four of the smashes.
Roll. Gets 1 health at least. Taking. Why not? 4 health right there on the final roll. So he's gaining back up to 8 right there.
Ampersand, that was a great roll from him.
2 does nothing. No damage taken, so you do not get to leave. What would you like to do with energy, if anything?
Okay. See what he wants to do with energy right now, Justin.
Were you talking to yourself on that?
Myself
wow, that is so intrinsic. Did I use that right?
I'd like to spend 2 to wipe the board.
Ooh, he's wiping the board. We just saw the board get wiped off. And Justin's wiping the board again.
For those of our viewers that don't know what that is, that's when you pay 2 energy, you clear all 3 cards that are in the middle, and then they toss out a new 3, and we see 3 of the most powerful cards were eliminated. Welcome on Herbivore, as well as, it's hard to see, I can't, my old eyes are getting old, Justin, I need my bifocals.
Buy Herbivore, please.
Oh, he's buying Herbivore, though.
What's that say?
Alien Origin. So you know my energy, you are done?
Alien Origin replaced.
Take your turn.
Either way, we can talk a little bit about Herbivore. Good card to have out there. Not one of my personal favorites in the game, but I still like it.
And now it's Zach's turn, and he comes with a 3 and 2 2s.
Herbivore reads as follows. It's a keep card. You gain 1 extra victory point when beginning your turn in Tokyo. If you're in Tokyo and you roll at least 1 smash, add a smash to your roll. I love adding an extra smash to my roll. When I have yellowtail, when I have spiked tuna.
You get 1, you take 1 damage going down.
So Elise taking 1 damage from Zach.
Stay in Tokyo.
And Elise is going to stay.
Yes, good for her. Well, she is at 9 health, so it's you know, she can afford to go after the victory point. If I'm her, I'm trying to smash people out. I would try and get rid of Zach, and maybe she does it
first
here.
Roll.
Let's see. Smash a Rooney. What do you?
2 3s.
She's pacifist.
And here's her second roll, another energy and a smash. So the 1 more roll, see what she does, takes that smash
roll
away,
2
gets another energy, doesn't get that 3 though.
You gain 1, 2.
Do you pick up Alien or Alien Origin if you're on the board?
Possibly actually. I might gander up, take a look over there.
Gander up. Gander up.
At least taking a look.
Buying power cards cost you 1 less energy for Alien Origin.
She's taking the armor.
And she took the armor.
Wings.
Armor plating. Do not lose health when you lose exactly 1 heart. So
whenever you're ready.
And wings thrown up on the board right there as we see Joseph going in for his first roll.
Or
and
if you're German,
couple
you
hearts
say
right there.
wings.
Joseph needs to heal. He can heal too. He's got those. Back to health. Full health now. See what he does. Contemplating.
Wings on the board. I'm the Count from Sesame Street. 1 smash.
All right, here's
2.
another roll. Took those hearts away. Gets 3 energy, takes 1.
There it is, 3 energy.
Last roll. Ooh, a smash. So heals 1 up to 9, gets 3 energy though.
We keep seeing lots of energy tossed around. Everyone's kind of at the same. There hasn't been a clear-cut leader at the moment.
Health when you lose exactly 1.
Correct.
Wow, what a smart play by Elise.
9.
Good for her.
So you cannot choose to leave Tokyo as you actually did not take any damage. Did I do anything with your?
Yes, I'm gonna buy Alien Origin.
Perfect. That is 3.
By an alien origin.
So CJ brought up a good point for those of you watching or listening. Because she had armor plating and she only lost 1, she didn't lose it, so she does not yield Tokyo. Like there's not even a discussion as to whether she wants to yield it.
As we see Justin roll his first roll, a couple 3s, a couple 2s on the board. He's taking those 3s.
That could be a power move for her, honestly, Jay Gill. If armor plating sticks around, especially while other people are healing.
Allow her to stay in Tokyo for a long time.
Yeah, that's going to be clutch. And it's for as least of expensive as it is to buy, it could really change the game.
Last roll doesn't get that 3 he wants, but does get an attack.
And I'm going to use do not lose.
She's not going to get attacked, so.
There she is.
And
Wow.
that wry smile now, knowing that she's in control of this game.
Did you say a wry smile?
I did, and it's Meow Zach's turn. Couple 3s, got a smash.
Zach, the lowest health out of all of our characters at the moment. I don't think he's going to hold on to that smash. He doesn't.
But he gets another one. He's got to reroll. Rerolling all 3, needs a health. Gets at least 1 right there.
Continues.
Yep. 2 3s, 2 2s do nothing. You heal from 6 to 8. And nothing else happens. Energy, pass to you.
Here you go.
And Elise gets 2 more points for being in Tokyo.
That armor plating, really, use those smashes, Elise. It's time to go for it. No, you can't be pacifistic here. Go for it. That's where you, come on. Leave the smashes, Elise.
Second roll produces
Do it.
3.
You know she just doesn't want to hurt Justin. She's thinking about that right now. Oh, man. How do you pass up on that? Oh, and now you get nothing. You get 1, and you can't even heal.
I'm not one to question moves. I question that move.
She just doesn't want to get physical against the man friend.
And Joe has 2, so now she's in line to get attacked, though. And Joe's, no mercy.
That could be if when she looks back on this game, thinking about maybe why she lost. If she does lose, I hope she goes on to win. But that could be why. You have to get aggressive at some point.
So final roll, he ends up with 2 smashes and 3 energy.
2 damage.
So she's going to go down to 6.
Okay, and it says if I lose 2 hearts or more, I gain 1 energy.
That's cool. So she picks up a cube, and she's probably going to yield, I'm guessing.
Yes.
We're going to look back at her choice to not attack and wonder why.
Spend 5 to get wings.
1 discount, correct.
Joseph going ahead and buying wings.
Camouflage.
Oh, and camouflage is next. Let's hear from Joseph. I want to hear what he's thinking, maybe what happens if he goes to Vegas. Here he is. Cut to our gamer on the ground with that interview.
Yeah.
This is Christian with Joe playing out of Gamers Guild here for the King of Tokyo regional final. Joe, you excited for this?
I am, yes.
All right, all right. So tell me a little bit about yourself. What got you into gaming? Is it the first game you played?
No, this is not the first game I played. I've been playing Dungeons & Dragons and Magic since 1996. I've been doing, I enjoy really games and I actually went to a community building school, and it's a really good community activity.
Awesome, awesome. And then, is there an all-time favorite game you have?
Dungeons & Dragons, probably. It's my most favorite.
Do you have a favorite character in King of Tokyo you like to play as?
I like the ape is pretty. The ape's pretty good, as well as you know, the Captain Fish. There's a fish in a robot suit. He's pretty cool too.
All right, the king. I think you should be the king today, you know, play it out. Do you have any strategies going into the final? Are you going to hang back, or are you going to go into Tokyo, you know, go for some attacks?
It's just generally go with the flow, see what else is going on, look at the cards, figure out what's going on. You know, you need a good combination of both dice rolling and strategy is what works.
All right, I think you have what it takes. Awesome. So you make it to Vegas. Got any plans for there?
Have fun, enjoy it, pretty much. That's it.
I don't think there's a better answer than that. Joe, thank you very much for your time.
Wow, J-Man, while we were watching that interview, what was happening on the table, my mind saw it, but my mind did not, well, my eyes saw it, but my mind did not. You know what I'm saying. Justin rolled 6 threes.
I did?
Not you, Justin on the table. we always have to clarify this with you. There are threes being rolled all over. Now we see a flurry for victory points. That was incredible. We haven't seen 6 threes rolled in the tournament yet so far. That was really impressive.
Breathtaking.
Simply breathtaking. At the same time, Joseph picked up that wings card, so that's going to give him the ability to essentially not take damage if he spends 2 energy, which could
Zach's
be
up to 11 points right now, too.
Big.
So at least just went through down 2 twos, 3 twos.
2 twos, 3 twos.
Sorry.
And
do you have a monster in this foot stomping race at the moment, Justin?
I'm not sure. But we see Joe go for his first roll. 2 smashes, 2 twos, and a heart. See what he decides to do. Keeping those 2 twos. Maybe avoid, no, keeping those smashes.
I like when your voice gets up there when you say smashes.
Good question, man. You gotta.
You can do
it.
He's
re-rolling. He's keeping both of them.
Don't do that.
There's another smash.
Wow, nice.
Does it keep the energy, or maybe he's thinking about re-rolling both?
No, he can take him down right now.
Oh, he's
yes!
Go away with the 2s.
Wow! A 4 smash roll, J-Man. That's huge. I mean, it's no 6 threes.
But he does heal, so he's up to 9.
4 damage.
Oh! And on this one, okay, so I'll try this card first. It says, if I lose health, roll a die for each health lost. Each heart that I roll, I regain.
So we resolve these dice.
Wow. So she's going to roll 4 times, 4 dice. She gets nothing. So she's
going from 6 to
2. Justin has to watch his
energy for losing health, and I'll leave Tokyo.
His sweet Elise takes a lot of damage.
King gets the whole point.
It's just like Titanic, only the
going back
reverse.
for her not attacking.
You have no energy. Right, moving on to you.
Justin's up right now. First roll.
Probably thinking, I wish I could heal my girlfriend. You know what I'm saying?
2 health, 3 health on the board, but he said, nah. Here's his second roll. Boom!
Smashes.
2 smashes on the board, 3, 2, 1 as well.
There
Gonna re-roll the
is.
numbers. Last roll right here for Justin.
Some vengeance!
Oh,
Wow,
4
some
smashes.
vengeance.
That allows him to attack 4 times for the person in Tokyo, because smashes, if you're not looking at it right now, smashes can't attack the people in Tokyo.
I love how animated you got about that. He literally just said, take that, Joseph. That's what you get for scratching my lady friend. Wow, that was big. I haven't really heard a lot from Zachary at the moment. Let's see what he does here.
Now it's Zachary's turn, yeah.
Wow, well, he's still... Justin's still debating.
So let's see Zach's first roll right here.
Zach is quietly still in the lead with victory points.
There's a couple 3s right there. Maybe he's going to look for those 3s.
And
it looks like he is.
You're correct, sir.
Give that energy. Here we go. Second roll, Zach. Let's see what you're going to do. There's a smash and a heart.
You're never really wrong. Did I tell you that?
No, you didn't, but I like to hear that. Last roll for
Let's see if he can pick up this 3.
Nope.
Yes,
he
does. He does.
Unable to
pick
see
up.
because of that lower third, but we know for a fact there was a 3.
I knew what you meant. 3 threes. And that puts him in a commanding lead for that victory point. He's looking at about 14 points at the moment.
And he's staying at 8 health, which gives him an advantage as well, too.
Yeah, I got to say, unless someone can, we'll see if, I'm surprised that we actually have 4 players still in the game. Let's go cut to Zach, see what he's thinking, well, as we talk to our gamer on the ground.
All right, it's Christian here with Zachary playing out of Event Horizon Games for the King of Tokyo regional finale. Zachary, you excited? You ready?
Of course, it's going to be great. Looking forward to it.
I mean, you had the experience of being in another regional. Say, did that play into today? You think it's going to add to your favor?
I think it will a little bit, because after having the round in Duluth, Georgia, it kind of gives me an idea of what you guys are expecting and how the game's going to work, and a little bit of prior preparation.
Yeah, it definitely calms the nerves, let you hang back and just kind of let it play out.
Oh, big time.
Speaking of playing it out, what's your strategy going into this? Thinking just hang back, collect some points, go for Tokyo, go for the jugular?
I think it really just depends on how I roll, but the main idea I'm going to shoot for is really just probably passive in the beginning, going for energy and going for those victory points, and then going in for the kill.
And then, speaking of the different characters in the game, is there a specific one you like to choose?
I mean, do you see the cat on my shirt? I like the cat. Cyber Cat, of course.
Team Cyber Kitty. Awesome. Hey, thank you very much, Jack.
Of course.
All right.
It was a pleasure.
And good luck.
Thanks.
Well, he could be feral. We'll find out. That was Zach talking a little bit about his strategy.
Ooh, a couple smashes right there. We're suffering.
He's only 6 points away. As you can see, I put on my gaming goggles at the moment.
That is still Justin,
that's
not me, but Justin.
When I put on my gaming goggles, I tend to not know what I want to keep.
Understandable.
Oh, there we go. There's some clarity.
3 threes by Justin, though. That gives him 13 points.
So he goes from 8 to 5, from 8 to 5 for king, and then from 5 to 2.
And can I play
wow.
these now? Yes, so I'll re-roll the 3 dice for each one of my health
So
loss.
we'll resolve these guys already. So we can put this over there.
So let's see what Elise does to try to avoid.
Can she? She does.
She gets 1 and back.
Okay, and then I gain energy from losing.
You went down from 5
But
to
again,
3.
Zach still on top here.
Would you like to do anything with your money? I will hold on to it.
Ooh, CJ calling it money. We like to call it gelatinous cubes of
joy.
Yep.
Zach's turn right there. 2 health.
You know he's keeping those 2s. You know he's keeping those 2s, and you know he's keeping that health. If he can do that, he literally bides his time. Although, what is on the board? Perhaps he might have something that can give him that instantaneous victory, because it looks like he might hold on to that energy.
Second roll
Justin?
right here.
Oh!
Oh, there's 2 more 2s, so he only gets 3 points.
4 2s.
And a heart. So that's 3 points right there. Bat puts him up to 17.
But he was going for that skyscraper card, which is going to give him +4. If he can get it, he can just win the game.
Would you like to do anything with your money?
This hurts my soul a little bit. I think I know. 4.
Wow, I'm
Dang it, I'm wiping the board.
Oh!
Take those 3 out.
What?
Make the next 3 appear.
What? Wait, what?
I might regret it.
Why did you do that?
I might regret it.
Giant brain, an apartment building.
Justin, what's the strategy behind that?
I don't know. I can't really explain it. At a loss for words as we go to Elise right now.
Unless he buys a part, he doesn't have enough. I can't see how many gelatinous cubes he could buy apartment building, which only gives him +3, which...
Now it's Elise's turn. First roll.
I'm
2
so
3s, some energy.
Confused.
Get that 3. Nope. There's another energy, though. She's definitely going to keep that, even though I don't think it's the right move.
I'm sorry, if Zach...
there's that 3. She gets 3 points.
If Zach truly is at 17, like the score states, all he had to do was buy that card to win. So I don't understand the...
Would you like to do anything with your money?
Oversights, man, they get you.
Yeah, that's why I'm no longer wearing glasses whatsoever.
This one for 7.
Hindsight is 20-something. Hindsight's so 20.
She got an extra head.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And at least just a flurry of cards over there. Lots she can do, but she's at the lowest amount of health and the lowest.
So the extra head allows her to get the extra dice, as we see Joe go right there.
If you're anybody else other than Zach, I think you're really trying to take out Zach, but you can't because he's not in Tokyo. So best of luck.
2 energy on a second roll right there.
All it has to do is get to his turn.
A smash and another energy. Interesting roll right there. 3 energy. No victory points though, as we see Joseph kind of stay shredding along steadily.
1 damage.
This, by the way, Justin is only a soft 5 away from victory point winning himself. So perchance on this next turn, if he can roll at least 3 2s and has the money to buy.
Well, if he's in Tokyo right now, he's going to get the 2 points to get back.
Great point. He could go energy. He could go.
Okay. Giant brain purchased by Joseph.
Metamorph.
Metamorph.
So Justin's going to get that 2 points for staying in Tokyo. All he needs is 3 points.
Wow, what do you do?
This could be a good roll right here.
Here though, do you roll energy for
first roll
to buy his way to the top?
There's 3 energy. There's also a 3. What do you do?
I take the energy. All you have to do is, oh no.
He's taking the energy.
Yeah, 2 more energy and that's it.
There's 1 energy, so this definitely could be a final roll right here of the game. Final roll.
Oh, a smash.
1 damage. Plus the 1.
I'm going to use all these.
So you actually all take 2 damage.
Everyone's taking 2 damage.
I don't know how much energy he had in his bank before.
I'm going to utilize
your 4 energy first before I forget. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Did he have any?
2 dice. All right. Roll them. You still take the 2 damage.
And I'll still use the. We're only.
You're now at 1 health. Would you like to do anything with your energy?
Yes, I would like to purchase 5 energy, the apartment building.
And there we go.
That should be the game.
That's the 5.
And I would like to discard it.
That is 20 points. You are the victor.
And there we go. Something about that name, Justin.
Yep, points. Although it was getting very close to everyone dying as well.
Yeah.
Great job, you guys. That was a really well done game. I loved the defensive strategy you did there. Actually, no, it was also very solid. It's just that
trying to tank.
The point ramp went up really high very fast.
Yes.
And then while you bought very good value cards, it Sally walked behind, and then Cyber Kitty was.
Yeah, it killed me. Really as soon as I saw like the energy balance, I was like, no, if he gets it, it was that his head.
I was surprised you actually didn't go for energy at the last roll. Like, if you got the energy that you needed.
It was like hindsight. As soon as I saw it, I was like, if he rolls it, it's over.
Yeah. Right. It was a very close game.
So close.
Wow.
Nice.
Honestly, thank you guys again for coming. I always thank everyone for coming. Thank you guys so much for coming, especially when you guys travel out.
Justin, that was an interesting game of King of Tokyo. For a long time, no one was really, you couldn't tell whether people were just kind of fending off attacks or unwilling to attack
like
or
followers
going.
on Twitch says it seemed a little defensive at the beginning. Slowly, victory points, slowly. We saw Elise make a questionable move by not attacking. I think that was a turning point in the game. Because if she does those attacks, that changes the game more, focusing on the health and the victory points.
She really, I mean, we didn't see how it played out, but she had a strong possibility of eliminating someone, potentially Joseph. But instead, her man friend is going to Vegas, which I hope, Justin, if you're listening, means you're taking her, okay?
I don't know if I'm going to take her.
Not you, other Justin.
So confusing.
So many times we've had to do this. It's getting embarrassing. Congratulations to him, though. That was a fantastic win.
I do want to say, so we were all talking 5 points away on that last roll. Throws up a couple threes, but also had that energy on that first roll in his last turn. Goes for the energy knowing that card is +5 and that can give him the game right there. Smart move outside of the box. A lot of people would try to go for those points right there. He plays the energy, buys that card. Just goes to show you that buying cards in this game is very important.
Know what cards are in there. I mean, you bring up a great point. Zach, for instance, I mean, it was hard to tell exactly what he had as far as gelatinous cubes went, but it looked like he was only 1 card away potentially, but it would have maybe put him at 19, so he chose to wipe the board. If it were me, maybe I go points there as opposed. I mean, it looked like he probably could have bought his way to the top. This game was full
of interesting decisions, interesting strategies. The most unique game probably so far in our regional run here in Unrivaled.
One thing I can tell you is that was definitely the most cards we've seen played. It was good to see all those effects. We went through a ton of the deck at that point. So I have to say, like you said, a lot of fun. Good game of King of Tokyo. Let's find out. Congratulations to our winner. Let's go to our game around the ground, see what Justin has to say.
Everyone, Christian once again with Unrivaled TV. Here with the big winner of King of Tokyo, Justin, playing from Jersey's Comics and Games. Tell me about that win, man.
Honestly, I'm surprised it worked. So I just kept trying to get into Tokyo and I wasn't having much luck, but it finally came through near the end. And a lucky roll at the very end with that 3-3, and then the Herbivore really got that win.
Yeah, that all the energy on that roll, trust me, it was, that was cool, man. I mean, going around once was like, okay, I don't know, and then watching on the second one.
Oh yeah, it was close. I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out.
So, how's the ride going to be back with the wife?
I think it'll still be pretty amicable.
So yeah, you beat me, but at least there's Vegas. So, is this going to give you bragging rights? Any get out of chores, anything like that?
Oh no, we're pretty equality based here. Yeah.
At least maybe not have to wake up with the kid tonight.
Maybe so.
Maybe get a sleep in for the victory. So. Awesome, man. I'm glad you came from Jersey's Comics and Games. I know that they had just heard about it, so you got one of the flyers, so I reached out there. Check your local stores around these regionals. This is case in point. Came in, played his way in today. Now he's going to Vegas, guys. So, any other things you want, any shout-outs you want to give? Any talk smack to the competitors you're going to face in Vegas?
Oh no, I wish everybody a good game. It's all about the fun, right?
See that? He's just smooth. He's just gonna bide his time, sneak into Tokyo at the end, crush you all. I mean, he might not have said that verbatim, but that's what I heard. I don't know about you guys.
He might be right.
Anyway, hey, thank everyone for tuning in the stream. Next week we're going to be in New York, so be Saturday, be East Coast time, 2 p.m. will be the stream. Please tune in again. It's fun twitching with you guys. Back to Tim and Justin, unless, back to Tim and Justin. Thank you guys.
Christian always wants to do what he wants to do. He almost hijacked this whole broadcast right there.
I don't like to admit when Christian is right. In fact, I don't like it. It makes me angry, but he's right. As you heard from him, that was one of our last-minute qualifiers, won the last-minute qualification into King of Tokyo, got to play in the regional championship, and now he earned himself a way to Las Vegas to compete for that incredible cash prize pool. So anyone that's watching out there, again, we've got 4 cities left: Minneapolis, Chicago, Newport, Kentucky.
Next week we are in New York.
If you're near those cities or can get to those cities, go. 11 o'clock is the start of those qualifiers, LMQs, if you will. You too have a chance to win, and I'd say study up, right? You can learn a lot. All you have to do, go to our Unrivaled website, check it out, and go to those individual games, look up which one you might want to play, and go enter.
Yes, congratulations to all our winners today. It was a fun day of gaming.
Yeah, Dylan with the big win in Epic Spell Wars, Margaret with a huge Ascension win, and then our last winner there, Justin. Congratulations, great day of gaming. Justin, are you ready for next week?
I am so excited to go to New York, one of my favorite places in the world. Oh, I'm so excited.
Me too, I'm so pumped to be there. You'll be there, I might be gone. It doesn't matter. Thank you so much for tuning in. Follow us next week, Smashcast, Facebook Live, YouTube. Why are you looking at me like that?
You're not gonna be there?
We'll talk about it. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. This is Unrivaled, more of the largest tabletop tournament of 2017 coming at you live next week. See you guys later. Las Vegas is home to Tabletop Championships in October, as the Unrivaled Tournament Series conquers the Strip with hundreds of players competing in 6 epic games. Ascension, King of Tokyo, Munchkin, Nevermore, Epic Spell Wars 2, and Villagers and Villains. All for the chance to win part of the $250,000 prize pool. It all takes place on October 27th and 28th in the Jubilee Theater starting at 5 o'clock. Join us in person or watch us live at umba.tv and check out unrivaled.com for a full schedule of events. Looking forward to seeing you there.